Are we starting the stream now?
We're live, actually.
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Don't fool us.
How?
I don't believe it.
Yep, that's it. We're live.
This is a gaslight.
Yep.
You're gaslighting us.
Nope, we're not live.
God,
Sorry.
You wouldn't make... Yeah, see, I too. You wouldn't make the stream go live.
Exactly.
Not 11 minutes late. Like,
God.
who are you? No, this isn't real.
Anyway.
You're guslitting me.
Hello, everyone.
Guslitting.
Welcome to stream. We're on volume 5 today. This is the newest.
Are we though?
This is the newest volume. Excited. Very excited. All right, listen here, Dimension Lord. I get that we're 11 minutes late. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah, we're from a different dimension that's just 11 minutes behind yours. That's not our fault. Idiot.
watching the quarter-hour episode that was premiering right before the stream.
Yeah, honestly. Anyway.
Yeah, you're actually late.
I am your host, Melanie Archer.
That 11 minutes time slot.
Here with my usual group, we have Salted Pearls.
Hi, everybody.
We have Eldritch Jax.
Hi.
We have Jess.
Hey.
River is not going to make it tonight. Wasn't feeling up to it. But that means we get to have 2 devs on for once. We have AJ
Slowly
Hello.
taking over.
and Bagel.
Oh my god. Oh no. Granola bar.
Gosh. But yeah, so we get to vibe. I am very excited to get into this, so let's jump right in. Volume 5, Facts and Fiction.
Big boy.
It's another beautiful day in cyberspace. The air is fake, and so are the birds, but at least they sound pretty. With all your friendship questing around, you haven't really gotten a chance to take a quiet day. Your friends keep telling you to take time for yourself, chillax, and find a hobby that isn't playing therapist. So, you think going to the library is a great compromise. Your friends will see you doing something other than hanging out with them, and you can do research into friendship science while you're there. Your friendship instincts are pretty good already, but nobody's perfect, so you've got to stay sharp. You'll be the master of friendship in no time. You idly wonder if there's a class or something on friendship. Maybe you could even get a degree in it? Like a PhD or something? You think if you ever got a doctorate in friendship, your whole life would be complete. As long as, of course, you put that degree to work. Dr. Friendship needs to be making friends 24/7 to earn that kind of title. Another reason why the library is such a great compromise. It's got hundreds of users and sites milling around inside, ripe for the befriending. You won't be alone. Even as you prove to your friends that you can totally handle being alone for a day. Oh boy, I feel that.
Oh boy. User.
What they don't tell you is that there is a field of study about friendship and about sharing all your stuff and about getting rid of the bad people who don't share. Read this manifesto to start understanding it.
God. You can just imagine it now. You'd reach out for a book, and when you pull it, you would catch the eye of a stranger through the stack. You'd both laugh, introduce yourselves, and decide to sit and read together. And then, instead of reading, you'd end up talking, and you'd discover that you have a lot in common, actually. Your new friend would insist on trading contact information, and then you'd stay up all night texting back and forth. Force? Hello?
Back in force.
You get so
Back on the horse.
You'd get so close that when the stranger eventually got married, you'd be chosen as the best maid of groom's honor. God. And you'd give a speech that makes the whole room cry. Honestly,
Is that their god tier?
that's their god tier, yeah.
Maid of groom's honor.
You'd get to watch your longtime friend and their spouse feed each other cake, and you would be so happy for them, for their love, for their future. It'd be like watching a rom-com, except better and more real because you'd be in the rom-com. You'd even... Whoa, what the heck was that? It was like your dialogue just got hijacked by the ever-elusive specter of yearning and clandestine companionship.
You got fucking troped.
What is happening to your words? You look around frantically for the source of all these sparkly thoughts, and your eyes land on a tall sight coming up behind you on the path.
Say.
He's got hair the color of powdered snow at dawn, and ruby eyes that peer out from the garnet-rimmed glasses. He's wearing a finely pressed, bespoke pinstripe vest that... He's decked in red and looks professional. He's also got an armful of books that are
Those
stacked...
are the troll blood colors.
Oh my god, they are!
totally
Wait a
are.
minute.
Yes.
I was counting.
Ah. He's also got an armful of books that are stacked so high they almost cover his whole face. You instinctively start to step aside these past few weeks of friendship questing have taught you that being in someone's blind spot looks like. What being in someone's blind spot looks like. Hi, I can't read. But that same sparkly feeling commands you to stay still. To let him run into you. You get the sense that it's important for you and him to collide. Like an order from a manager or a main quest in a video game. Like, you can't continue without it. It kind of feels like meeting Instagram for the first time. But where her glimmer was calming, this is incessant. Clawing at your attention and your inner monologue. Similar to the tug you get when you're on the hunt for friends. Though, that tug comes from somewhere deep in the core of your being. And this one is like a live stream broadcast popping up on your window. This does not belong to you. You've been so caught up with this weird feeling that you're too late to avoid the collision. You bump into each other and you basically take him out at the knees. Books go flying through the air and seem to miraculously miss hitting either of you on the way down. He's sprawled on the ground, looking ever so slightly more annoyed than he had been a second before. With a huff, he gets to his knees and starts picking up his books. First, you run into the guy sort of on purpose, and now you're just sitting there, slack-jawed? You feel your face flush with heat as you rush to help him. In your haste, you both reach for a book at the same time, and your fingers brush against his gloves. God. You both startle back, and when you look up at his face, those blood-red orbs find yours, and your brain is washed away by a flood of giddy, over-descriptive thoughts.
I swear to God, by the end of this, someone better let out a breath they didn't realize they were holding.
You stammer out an introduction, face only growing warmer as this sight begins to frown. Quick, say something! Anything! Anything coherent! You practice your best YouTube smile as you hold a book out to the sight and lean forward.
That would be highly unlikely.
It's just that you can't think straight when you're around him. He makes your world explode with color, and you're sure that this accident was really the hand of fate.
Be that as it may, I can say with complete confidence that, despite your personal convictions, we are not, in fact, soulmates. I already have someone else clamoring for the title, and that, I dare say, is one too many.
Well,
What about 3 too many?
hey, yo. Well, how can he be so sure, huh? Maybe you've never been soulmates with anybody before, but you know in your heart your feelings are true.
Hang on. AO3, OT3.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
In truth, I may be more knowledgeable on the topic of fated loves than anyone else you may find roaming the maps of cyberspace this fine day. I ran out of air there. Ow, that hurt.
he's got those run-on sentences.
Oh, you didn't realize
no.
you were holding your breath.
Oh, fuck!
I feel like that's the opposite. You didn't realize you weren't breathing.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Archive of Our Own. You can call me AO3 if you'd prefer. Though I've also been called the Archive, as nondescript as that is, by friends.
I'm gonna call you Archie.
You may not
Archie.
call me
Archie.
I have read, in their entirety, at least 86,661 titles regarding the topic of soulmates.
Oh
And
my
so far, you're
God.
not fitting into a single category of those august titles.
Oh my god.
Wait, is August? Wait, what does that mean?
It is
August means like
Yeah,
having status or like
respected and impressive.
yeah.
The month after July.
That's my birthday month.
It's your birthday.
Wow,
month.
that's the 8th month, just like Friska.
And then my birthday is to the power of 8. 828.
Whoa.
It's like some kind of octo month. They should come up with a name for that.
Perhaps
Yeah.
a pimp of octos?
Christ. What? Huh?
No.
Isn't this supposed to be more dramatic and emotional?
Who just gripped it and ripped it?
That was me opening a can, yeah.
Rip it and rip it.
Listen, we don't have any water bottles.
Um,
You silently urge
Why?
the cherry blossom to swirl harder. The mood can't be gone yet.
There are no marks, no world-shifting changes such as color blindness, pain sharing, matching eyes, faded words, countdown clocks, or shared mind spaces.
You're pretty sure he's ignoring you. You try to break into the conversation again, but he doesn't stop his lecture.
Furthermore, there are no lead-up factors to the supposed soulmateship, which, if this were indeed the hand of fate and not, as I suspect, a bad attempt at flirting, would be present months or at least years before our meeting. It's safe to say I've never seen or thought about you before this moment.
Never?
damn.
Never.
You think that's pretty impressive given how often your mega famous friends take pictures with you. You ask him again if he's super sure and bat your eyelashes for good measure. His frown only grows.
Believe it or not, but never does in fact mean never. No matter what private reasons you have for insisting we may know each other, I can say with exacting certainty that we do not. We cannot possibly be soulmates, and unless there is an invisible narrator dictating our every word, thought, and action, we never will be.
You protest weakly. Your internal feelings that tug you all over the place have never steered you wrong before, after all.
While your inner demons are intriguing, this soulmate business of yours is not. If you would, please step aside so I can continue on my way.
He brushes past you with his books all in order, and you collapse on all fours to the cement.
I bet they're in order.
It might be cyber cement, but you swear your palms and knees are digitally scraped up, just like your heart. You can feel it, that rotten thing squeezed tight between your ribs. It clenches on soured air that you pull desperately into your lungs until it pops like a grape and anguish surges from your soul. Is this death? The end of the world? Tragedy?
Yeah.
Is this what it feels like to get brutally friendship rejected? You punch the cyber cement and wail. He will never be the same again.
Oh.
Oh my god, the canines.
Oh my god!
The little teethers.
Oh, I love
Come
just
on.
the intense rendering on this compared to the rest of the the end screens. Oh, that's
Yeah, why they
great.
kind of
Those tears are so anime.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
at the Ghibli tears?
hmm I think it's based off of a picture of the Demon Slayer guy
Okay.
from Demon Slayer. He cries. He's one of those shonen pro tags that cries a lot.
One of those shonen pro tags that aren't afraid to cry.
Well, a lot of them aren't afraid to cry. Lots of them cry. Naruto cried a lot.
Why aren't you skipping?
That's a good point. It's based on Tanjiro. Okay, yeah. You jump to your feet and start apologizing like the world's going to end if you don't say sorry hard enough. You're supposed to be making friends, not making people uncomfortable. The sight stares at you for a moment before sighing.
It's alright. No harm, no foul, as the saying goes.
You help him finish collecting his books and step to the side. You're just kind of staring at each other now. You start walking again, and he also starts walking at the exact same time. So now you're walking together, side by side, going the same way and not talking. This is
The most awkward thing that could happen to a person.
This is, frankly, unbearable. You introduce yourself again and pray you don't sound too nervous. The sight regards you coolly over those intense crimson rims.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Archive of Our Own, though you may also refer to me as AO3 or simply The Archive if you so choose. I'm not picky.
The archive is so good.
Mhm.
The archive? What a fancy name! No wonder he's got this intense aura around him. You ask him if he's like another site representative you've heard of. Internet Archive? Two people with if he's like another site representative you've heard of. Internet Archive. Two people with archive in the name. They could even be related.
We are not related. While I can commend Internet Archives, I read that as Archie for some
Archives.
reason, like
Archie?
like Archie or something. I don't know.
Me-
While I can commend Internet Archives' work preserving traditional media and ensuring general access to the public domain, we only run in tangential circles. He and the Wiki family thrive in the realm of non-fiction and the real. The observable universe laid bare for any user to seek it out and turn it over at their whim. They are as vital as they are taken for granted.
Yo, Wiki mention. Wiki mention.
Wiki mention. Wiki mention. Wiki.
I, myself, am more of a connoisseur of the socio-physical, not that said sociopathical. A researcher dedicated to the investigation and elaboration upon social dynamics and the formation of various types of relationships and intimacy. Social. Which is to say, I'm rather well versed in chemistry.
God
I love this guy.
God damn!
Hey, I can't not, you know.
Yeah.
Walter, what are you doing here?
Walter. Put your away, Walter. Put your friendship away, Walter.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm not making friends with you right now, Walter.
Walter, Writing fan fiction ain't as easy as it seems.
There's some sort of literary device going on here. A double entrance or something?
River, shut the fuck up!
But you're pretty sure you understand well enough. You perk up and ask him if he's also researching friend science.
I suppose that could be another name for it, yes. While my inclinations falls more to the romantic side of things, I cannot deny the appeal of the platonic playscape of potential partnerships.
So many
God
Ps.
damn. I was gonna say
Fucking
alliteration.
Ps.
God damn.
I think he wants that P.
Shut the fuck up!
Which river do you think you're the only river here right now?
Yeah, you are the only river here right now, I will say.
Wow, you won the river
Votheads.
battle.
Votheads, I'm not talking about River who's on stream. I'm talking about the
River's not
river in
even on
chat that wants to
stream.
make Scythe pregnant. Well, the usual river.
You perk up even more. You're walking on your very tippy toes. You're perked so much. You've never met someone else who's genuinely interested in studying the science of friendship before. Let alone someone who shares your passion for relationships. You tell AO3 this and begin rambling about all about the friend adventures you've gone on so far, meeting your new friends and the personal journeys each of them went on with you. You tell him how no adventure was like another, and especially how all of your newfound friends had to tackle different problems before you could actually be friends. How you seem to gravitate to all these important site reps, or maybe how they gravitate to you. As you explain, his eyes shine with interest. You get the feeling if he wasn't holding a giant stack of books right now, he'd be taking notes. You finish your long, rambling story with some jazz hands, and that's why you're going to the library to study for future friendship questing.
Fascinating.
I love his little mouth slightly open sprite. Why is he
Pretty
like
good.
this?
What do you mean, why is he like this?
Why is he hot? Ah! Ah! I'm okay.
You have lived through what seems to be several reader insert stories, and with the sole goal of befriending atypical celebrity figures.
God.
So true.
You ask what a reader insert story is. You've never heard of that kind of story before.
Ah, well, it is a manner of story that allows anyone to project themselves into the narrative by creating a blank stand-in to receive, and this is just the trend, not the rule, affection and attention from some third party. Typically someone attractive or less alluring in the Typically someone attractive or else alluring in some shape or form, though they can be anyone real or fictional. That allure is usually fame, but not always.
Do you see why earlier when you were like, here's the voice I'm gonna do, I was like, maybe speed it up a little?
Yeah.
Like,
he does run-ons.
We
You
would
ru-
be
yeah.
here for a very long time.
yeah,
Yeah.
chat. So just for chat knows, I was like, this is the voice I was doing for AO3, kinda slow. And you told me to speed it up, so I'm like, this is the voice I was doing for AO3, kinda fast.
Yeah.
He just kept talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence.
The effect is often achieved through the use of second-person point of view and a filler name such as YN, which stands for your name in these type of stories. Of course, there are other filler names, but that is the most common. If you're curious, Tumblr is quite the collection of... oh, what does he call it? Imagines, I believe. Honestly, it's one of his more impressive collections, compared to GIFs and shitposts, that is. We've spent a great deal of time going over them, but we tend to get distracted.
Metrovian in chat. YN is the character with the most crossovers ever.
Oh my gosh, Yowie!
You feel weird thinking about this. Like your sense of the world and your place in it will collapse into some kind of metaphysical vortex of ones and zeros if you think about it too long. So you don't. You cram it into the back of your head with the other weird stuff and change the topic. You ask him how he's planning to research friend science at the library. Maybe he'll have some tips for you.
You ask him if he needs to wear a bra.
God.
Oh my god, I choked. You're trying to kill me, Drax.
AO3 resident boy kisser.
Resident boy kisser.
Same way I always do, I suppose. I'll return my current reading and pick up some new novels, journals, and studies to reference at home. Ah!
Books. The books.
The books.
Oh, the books.
He gestures with
Me
his
when-
books. That must be his current reading. You sneak a glance at the
What do you-
supplies for your own research purposes.
Cowbull in chat, what do you think the vest is for?
Cowbull in chat is the person who wrote AO3.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's what the vest is.
Oh my god.
That's what the vest. That's what my vest is for.
I read
No.
Yeah, I read that. Weirdly though, the titles read less like academic articles and more like poems, kind of. You make me crave when walls fall. If my pain will stretch that far. When the sakura tree sprouts blossoms, don't take my blue spring away. You ask about the titles and what they mean.
Hmm? Oh, I've been indulging in my continued excavations of the angst section lately. Those stacks tend to fill quite fast, so I must be vigilant in my upkeep, or else being left behind the curve.
Okay, you don't really understand what he just said, but you nod your head thoughtfully anyway. You glance back down at the titles, and that same glittery feeling stirs in your chest.
Onigiri brings up an important point, so I have a question for you, too. Who designed AO3?
Oh, Melon Priest / Grace.
There you
Okay.
have it. Chat.
Melon.
Oh yeah, Cowboy. answered
Who's the
that.
writer for Tumblr?
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
You can picture it so clearly. The two of you crammed shoulder to shoulder in the library, one large book spread out between you. He would trace the sentences with one velvet-clad finger, sounding out the complicated phrases and making them easier for you. You would try to follow along, but your attention would keep drawing up. Pulled in by the look on his face, contented, his brow eased, and his eyes sparkling, he would be so happy to share this world with you. Endeared by your questions, your genuine nature, and your clumsy but sincere attempts to spend this time with him, he would invite you back. You'd keep meeting up, hanging out, and researching together late into the day. With this
I just realized
picturesque
something.
fantasy clouding your vision, you blurt out a request. What if the two of you studied together?
I just realized that his tie is blocking any view of a little crease in the middle.
Well, that's how ties
It's
typically work.
obscuring
That
the
is-
view.
That is how
He's got-
ties usually work.
He's got a full button-up shirt. What are you talking about?
Like you can see how the shirt is kind of like
Listen.
creasing into the center there, but then it's the actual crease is blocked by the tie.
Drax wants to see some man cleavage.
I want to see some man cleavage. Pressing against the shirt.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hello?
It's about the suggestion,
oh my
not the
god!
actual thing. Like,
We are down bad
Normal.
fucking
Normal.
expeditiously this stream. Hello?
Y'all are getting me shit in the other stream for thirsting over Instagram.
My face is so warm.
Sorry,
Thank
I
you.
zoned out, but I just locked back in. What the Yo, okay. We are horny today. All right.
He's a big man and he's very, very handsome.
I want to be held in his hairy arm.
Listen, this is the thing of it is that this is Drax's type to a T.
This is awesome. This is awesome. We did it. We did it.
I'm holding myself together. I'm holding myself together.
Drax has been
got-
Drax has
I'm holding
been
myself
like
together.
pretty like okay when it comes like has been pretty lukewarm with the other websites, but this is Drax's type right here. So
Drax,
we're-
how-
it's
how-
it's finally
how
it's finally
activated-
time for Drax to have
Yeah.
his synth.
Somebody.
How
It's like
activated are
when-
your neurons right now?
Very active, but here's also the thing. YouTube is also my type, but he's pathetic, and which is why he's my type.
real.
But this one,
Oh.
visually, is my type. I'm just like, oh my god. Sir, can you uncross your arms for a moment, or maybe cross them a bit lower?
My fucking god.
Uncover them, thought.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Get it together, people. Or well, get it together, Drax
Hey,
specifically.
Archive, do you have any Reader-X archive on IO3?
Oh my god.
I don't
No
have
one's
any.
allowed to make fun of my lesbian ass ever again.
No, we can't. Not after this stream. We can never do it again.
Okay, but if River comes in here, our River, we gotta, Anyways,
Anyway.
River has no filter. I don't have any immediate objections to that.
You ask if that makes the two of you friends now.
No.
Ouch. Brutal. You get over it quickly, though. It's okay if you aren't friends yet. You will be soon. You're sure. Maybe, even though this sparkly feeling isn't yours, it's some kind of hint? Or a glimpse into the ideal future? Maybe you're some kind of diviner of relationships. Like a seer of blood or something. Whoa, crazy.
Whoa.
I thought you were the maid of
Whoa.
groom's honor.
That's made up. That's not anything.
That's not a
No-
thing. What are you talking about? What?
It's like
Yeah,
some kind of
groom's honor.
mythic title. People don't have
Okay,
those.
okay. I think users being cheeky here because Tumblr class spected them, so they already knew what their class spec was.
He's
You
like,
know?
hey.
I can
I
see
don't.
that.
I think you're the one being cheeky here because you want to.
Look at his big round middle. He gives the
Alright.
best hugs. He's got nice arms. He's got a nice middle. He's got a nice chest. I just want to be hugged by this man and cuddled by him.
Fucker, goddamn. This could be the start of your
He's
new
so
powers
handsome.
awakening within you. Oh shit.
Something's awakening in Drax, that's for sure.
You think it would be best to play along
Listen
or
here.
play into things for now. You steel yourself as the two of you finally arrive at the grand doors of cyberspace's library. You hold the door for AO3, and then you're in. The library
who do we got?
is big. Mega turbo big. Map architects don't have to worry about pesky things like gravity or physics. So the really big places can get, well, big. Books are practically spilling off the shelves, and there's a fairly large crowd of users and sites milling about the place. There are several signs pointing this way and that. You try to follow them, but your head starts spinning after the third sign. You glance over at your compatriot for help. He looks relaxed. You didn't notice that he had been carrying so much tension across his shoulders until it's gone. What do you guys say? Oh. Oh.
Spiritually, that's a breath he didn't realize he was holding.
I totally wasn't even thinking to look in the background. Yeah. Fucking...
You were just so entranced.
Listen. Ko-Fi.
Ko-Fi.
Ko-Fi. Who else do we have here?
Patreon.
Patreon.
Is that Wattpad?
I think that's
Yeah, that's
pseudo
Wattpad in the
LimeWire green.
orange.
Real.
No, that's Webtoon.
Okay, okay, that's
Oh.
real. What about these two?
Webtoon.
What about the one with
Quotab
the
on the
earlier?
left, and then Uquiz, and the one on the elevator is a user.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, I didn't even notice them.
I did
That's a
notice them, but
Cool
I...
elevator.
Yeah,
I noticed
digging
them
the
because they
elevator.
looked like they were gonna take
there-
a sniper position.
No! No! AO3, look behind you! AO3, get down!
Turns around and bounces off. his
God.
titty.
No!
Not even an hour in, and you're already thinking about taking a bullet for this man.
I am.
You feel a little bad for interrupting, but you do need to figure out where you're going. You tug on his sleeve to grab his attention.
I'm sorry, but tugging on his sleeve when he's got it then rolled back to expose his forearm, so you're just kind of grabbing closer up to the shoulder. Oh,
Christ.
you're brushing
Is there
against
a
his
picture?
bare arm.
There's a pitcher of ice water on you.
Shut up!
Can we get it? Can we get?
At this point, the fucking glittery shit that's affecting users is now affecting Drax. God.
Oh, yes, my apologies. Have you never been inside the Cyber City Library before?
You shake your head, and you're probably imagining the flash of disappointment you see in his eyes.
Very well. We'll just have to be careful not to get sidetracked on our trek today, as tempting as it may be. You are investigating the throes of intimacy, yes?
Sure, that sounds right.
Stellar. Then shall we start with the hurt comfort tag items, or fake dating?
So true, AO3.
Fucking. Oh my god.
I'm partial to hurt comfort due to its versatility, but I cannot deny the allure of the fake it till you make it concept. It's not dissimilar to gateway intimacy and quite scintillating if
Scintillating.
handled by the proper technician, though even amateurs can spin a bewitching spell of pain and tenderness.
You know what, like, fake dating subgenre was, like, really prevalent for a little while? Like, marriage to lovers.
Yes, I'm normal.
Like that.
Hi guys.
Like,
But enough about Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
see, because that's
Oh, no.
that's what Spy X Family is marriage to lovers.
Literally,
Like,
literally.
like shit like that is really good. You idly wonder if the library has any automatic dictionaries users could equip.
Right, excuse my allocations. Wait,
Elocutions.
Elocution.
right, excuse my allocutions. Let's start even simpler then. Which rating a book would be best for your research? Gen or E? They are two very different sections of the library.
E.
E
I
for
don't-
everyone.
I don't think that's what that means, reader.
E for everyone.
Which would be the best section for your research?
I wonder which one will be the bad end.
Pshaw, you've hung out with Twitch and Steam long enough to know how stuff is rated online. You confidently puff out your chest and announce that E sounds right up your alley.
Honestly, mood. E's right up my alley too.
Ugh.
I love
must
estrogen.
admit, I am rather taken aback by your enthusiasm for the subject, but I cannot deny my intrigue. With your talk of friendship and little else earlier, I would have assumed this would be beyond your sensibilities. But as they say, assuming does make something out of you and me.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Oh my
Shut the
god.
fuck up!
Keep it together. Keep it together.
Let me return my books and I will show you to the E-stacks.
You watch him.
Well-
Watch him
He
run
faded
his
in and
giant
out.
stack over to a central counter, and he's back at your side soon after.
I'd like to get a piece of his giant stack.
Shut the fuck up! God damn it!
That's. I will shoot you with a tranquilizer dart. I didn't do it.
Cold.
Ugh.
Didn't they add a trick dart as one emoji? recently?
You know, I was gonna make a joke, but I don't think I can say that one on stream. I'm gonna put it in chat though.
Yeah. All right. I'm waiting.
We're just normal men.
Pearls has been noticeably quiet.
Sorry, I've been dealing with shit in the background. My bad.
It's okay.
What's going on? I gotta lock in. Hello?
Whoa.
Jeez.
Yeah, like I said, can't make that one on stream.
Wait.
But
True. However, I am gonna out you on stream.
don't fucking
No.
don't.
No.
I don't get it.
Ugh. Don't worry about
Well, you
it.
see, it stands for.
He guides you up several
Yeah?
staircases, looping around a secret passageway, and so deep into the library that the lights seem permanently dimmed.
Yo, who's that bright?
Yo, what is this?
Oh, it's creepypasta, right?
That's creepypasta.
Damn right. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, the fucked up eyes on the arm.
That's real as fuck.
Fucking love that. Is that a
Who's
Naruto head
this?
on the left?
That's
Okay.
Wikidot, and then over on the left is
Okay.
fanfiction.net.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay.
I have expected to say it was the Naruto forums or something.
No, she just.
Just has.
I think on her intro, it's like she has one of those like author's notes where she's talking to a character, and the character is Kakashi.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a holdover from like one of her favorite fandoms.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Naruto.
With a little flourish, he steps to the side of one bright red sign boasting an artfully styled E.
After you, user.
You walk forward with big eyes, fingers ghosts.
Jeez.
I
The most furious slip I have ever heard.
listen. That wasn't in my brain. It was like fingering through books.
Oh my god.
Right. You saw the ing at the end of Ghost.
I
Hey, chat, are you
Oh.
seeing this?
I'm gonna fucking.
We're never recovering from this.
Yeah, the stream. We're ending the stream early.
And okay, now chat is caught up.
Oh. Hey, guys.
Jesus Christ. Fingers ghosting over the beautiful spines before you. Listen, I'm dyslexic. I read the first little bit and the last little bit and assume what's in the middle. I'm sorry. And I was assuming that we were going through books. I swear to God.
Which ghost though? VOFT? Or I'm sorry, Vine.
God. You select one at random. The immortal game between you and me, and flip the cover open eagerly. The paper rustles so realistically under your touch, you can practically taste the dust in the air. What meets you inside the book, though, is a very detailed depiction of a grapefruit. Oh no. You figured this book would be about, like, chess or something, not fruit.
Honey, I don't think that's what the drawing is.
You turn to your acquaintance, but he's got a book of his own already several pages deep. He looks super focused. You don't want to bother him. Turning back to your own book, you flip past the fruit and you didn't know
It's a
someone
over.
could physically do that with their body. Huh. Huh. Huh.
If I'm seeing things correctly, that would be a Transformers work in your hand there. If I'm right, this one began with a home on our dear denim blue fellow. Began with what? If I remember right, this one began with a home on our dear denim blue fellow before finding a space in the library. I believe there should still be some of his associated fan art embedded there. You know, the creativity behind the styles of interfacing is genuinely fascinating and plays especially well with the citrus scale of older fanfiction communities. For example,
AO3 keeps saying stuff. His mouth sure is moving. Your brain, though, has warped into a ball of dough, over-kneaded and stiff against the walls of your skull. Is someone burning toast?
If you start to smell burning toast, you're having a stroke or overcooking your toast.
AO3 starts pulling out diagrams and graphs, talking about tag popularity and the difference between work tags and bookmark tags, fan-in versus canon, and something about sandwiches. You look back down to the book in your hands. Your whole world goes green.
That's crazy.
God. Bad end citrus scale crash course.
Anime insane.
Move out of my way. Move out of my way, pussy boy. I'm gonna get it.
Oh my fucking god.
Can't freaking handle some E.
Oh.
Some citrus.
Oh my fucking god.
Jen.
Also,
for
I
genuine.
didn't notice at first, but Wikidot had fucking crutches, and that's sick.
Yeah, I noticed that. Also,
You'll see more of Wikidot next stream.
yo! Hell yeah. I
Or
remember
EXE.
Wattpad reminds me of the time someone called me a Wattpad protagonist of a person, and I don't think I've ever recovered from that.
No, that's exactly what she's meant to emulate. You got it. She threw her hair up in
It's
a messy
crazy.
bun.
Ugh.
River, if you didn't get it, it's probably for the best.
Yeah. Jen sounds like a very friendly word, so that's the one you pick.
Yes, I suppose that does make sense given how gung-ho you are on the topic of friendship. While gen tag works are usually seen as less interesting to higher ratings by some hopeless romantics, there's a fic for every occasion. I do hope you enjoy the section to the fullest. Let me return my books and I will show you to the gen stacks.
AO3 runs his books over to the main counter and is back at your side quickly. He nods to himself and starts towards the elevators at the back of the building. You fall into step next to him and make a fun game of trying to match his stride as exactly as you can. Left foot, right foot. Roll heel, left foot.
Hand in hand.
Someone want to user one?
Hey, wait up!
You're startled out of sync with your would-be buddy, and look around for whoever just called out. Another user holding a tall coffee cup and panting for breath skids up next to the two of you. She looks a bit flushed, more so than normal after a little run. You point at yourself. Was she calling for you?
Ah, sorry. I was talking to your friend there.
Their goggles look like a bikini top.
Why'd you point
Hey, we
that
found
out?
his bra.
God damn it.
We are not friends.
You and the other random user laugh, just a little strained.
Yes.
Sorry, maybe this is kind of presumptuous of me, but I'm a barista here, and I've noticed you come in pretty often.
Okay.
And, well, whenever you get anything, you order the same thing, so when I saw you come in, I got this ready for you! Your usual.
Uh-huh.
She chuckles, offering out the coffee with shaking fingers. AO3 looks entirely unmoved.
Wow, it's like we're in some kind of alternative universe.
I'm fine. Thank you for going out of your way, but I don't need to buy a coffee today.
It's on the house, 'cause Because I was thinking maybe if you wanted to study someplace quiet, the break room is pretty good, and we should be taking care of our best customers, right?
As you please. Still, no. Excuse me. He's gay!
The sight brushes past her without even a wayward glance behind him. The barista looks like someone just dumped a full cup of coffee straight from the pot over her head. Ouch, that was kind of harsh. You give the barista 2 apologetic thumbs up as you pass, and then rush to catch up with your pal. He sure walks fast. He's already in the elevator at the back of the library. I love Andy in chat just, hey, random user, get your ass back to work.
Get back to work!
God. You have to work your legs hard to reach his side again. Thankfully, he holds the elevator door for you.
Yeah, with his big, strong arms.
Once the door rattles closed, you glance up at your friend-to-be. You decide to ask him about the barista. 'Cause that was weird, right? It felt weird. You ask if he's really a regular there.
I've been here there a grand total of 2 times in my entire life.
Wow, that barista must have had a pretty good memory then.
Unlikely. The more reasonable assumption would be that yet another coffee cup alternate universe just brushed by me. Brushed me by.
Coffee cup alternate universe.
The coffee shop? That's what it said.
Ruh-roh.
Coffee shop AU.
Coffee shop AU.
Coffee shop AU.
It's an alternate universe where everyone's a coffee cup.
God.
It's a new object show.
And the star is Master Shake. He's not a towner getting used to the new trends. I am 30 or 40 years old, and I do not need this.
I love Dana Snyder. There goes that cafe. And it was so convenient.
Another? Do baristas usually try to give him free stuff? He glances over at you and his jaw tenses.
Something like that.
You can't help but wonder why he didn't take her up on the coffee. If people kept giving you free stuff, you wouldn't complain. Oh, unless they're like some of the guests at Instagram's gala and the free stuff isn't actually free? Is that why he didn't want it? He said something about alternate universes. Was she some kind of paradox user from outer future space? The more you keep guessing, the more Archive of Our Own pulls away. His arms are crossed and he's steadfastly refusing to make eye contact with you. The walls he's built up between you are only climbing higher. You feel the telltale prickle of the sparkling thoughts dance along the base of your skull. You blink, and one of those fantastical visions rolls out in front of you. If this elevator broke down, keeping the two of you trapped together, you'd be able to talk. Really talk. Cocooned in iron and left to your own devices for who knows how long, it'd be the perfect environment to talk through all kinds of heartaches. You can picture it so easily. You'd ask just the right question, and he'd finally break, all of his innermost thoughts flowing out of him in a rush. You would listen, inching closer, and you'd have the perfect shoulder for him to cry on. You'd be a dependable friend, able to comfort him in his lull. And when the doors finally opened, the bond between you would be ironclad, rust resistant. You can just about hear his voice as he'd say,
User. We're here.
So true.
I love just the snapping back out of it. It's so good. Ugh. You're left reeling a bit as your pal, the real one, walks out of the elevator. Oh, looks like you made it to your destination. Darn it. You missed your chance for elevator bonding. You scuttle out of there before the doors can close on you. Oh, we're back here.
We're back.
Oh fuck, this is the wrong section.
AO3 has
No, it's
taken...
okay.
What?
Oh, no, I
It's
said
the
no.
E
it's okay.
section.
No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
AO3 has taken you up to one of the higher levels. Bookshelves stretch to the ceiling, and there are a few tables scattered along the main aisle. A bright green sign hangs just outside the section bearing a large G. The Gen Stacks. I don't know why my brain, like, clicked for a moment and then just, like, rapidly started searching for Lost in the background somewhere.
What? Oh, it's
Like
the
in the
books.
books.
Yeah, like in the book somewhere. Like you guys hit
We're like, where is it? I know it's in there.
It's like
Where
there's
is
too
it?
many lines for there not to be lost hidden somewhere here.
Mhm.
You run your finger along the closest spines you can and you can see and pull out a book at random. It's called When the Dark Comes Crashing In, and you've got a pretty good feeling about it. The labels on the back seem promising. You really like the look of found family and accidental baby acquisition. Your buddy has a few books himself. He's studying their covers very intently. He catches you looking and puts one of the books away with a nod. The two of you head to the table as one to finally get down to business. Friendship doctorate, here you come. Missed opportunity, no. You guys release an update, and the only thing
The
that's
loss is
different
just in the background.
is just losses in the background now.
Maybe a second background for so it's different between the E's and the G's.
Nah.
We just put loss
fine.
in one of them.
We just put loss in one of them, that's it. Though
Accidental baby acquisition.
yeah,
It's like a
accidental baby
fic where it's like, oh, suddenly there's like a kid. Most of the time it's like adopted, like an adopted kid. It's like,
So
oh,
what you're saying
this
is
kid-
the reverse of loss.
Oh my God.
Yes, exactly.
God damn it! They fucking
Remember
First
how-
lost.
they
Gain?
Remember how Hussey updated the fucking Lost page so it's called Gain, and the main character is making a weird face at the camera, and there's a healthy baby. Why did Buckley? What?
Did you say Hussy at first?
Did I say Hussy?
You
God
did
damn
say
it!
Hussey. Also,
like-
God damn
I
it,
meant
Trash
Buckley.
King quoted my misspeak earlier in the VOFT community hub.
Uh-huh.
Christ. Ugh. Though, as you move to take a seat at the table, you realize there's only one chair. You glance around the rest of the section, and it looks like this is the only chair around. Period. You look up at AO3 with a shiver of sparkling thoughts and ask if he...
I'll stand.
Uh-oh. You wouldn't mind if the two of you had to share, or if he wanted.
It's fine.
Well, clearly it's not fine since he's upset.
It's really not a big deal. I don't mind standing.
Maybe you two could take turns? You sit first, then he can sit, and then you can sit, and then... He
That's
holds up
fucking
one gloved
crazy.
hand to cut you off.
I'm quite serious when I say that it is fine. I really do not mind simply standing for our impromptu study session. My legs are doing fine. Yeah, they are. As is my stamina. I can
Stop it! Stop it!
Stop.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't stop that hard.
Oh, God.
My legs are doing fine, as is my stamina. I can handle something for an hour or two.
You frown to yourself. You feel kind of guilty. Friendship is supposed to be all about give and take, but at every turn, your new not yet friend has only been giving. You know, there's no such thing as debt when it comes to friendships, but you can still feel the invisible weight of it bearing down on your chest. Fiddling with your fingers, you hesitate by the chair. You ask if AO3 is having fun.
I can't really complain about our time together, if that's what you mean. You have been a fair enough companion.
Yeah, but is he having fun?
No. No, I am not having fun.
There it is. You pack away the fresh bruise on your friendship ego and seal it in a box with tape. You ask him what's wrong. He sighs, sets his stack of books down on and sets his stack of books down on this table. Jesus Christ, speak. Ugh. Also, Firespark 666. Everyone is definitely doing tonight.
We're going. It's going.
It's going.
I am definitely doing.
It's nothing you have done, I can promise you that. It's just the consequences of being who I am. Consequences of I have long since made peace with. You can transform many things in your life, most of all works of fiction, but some things are the hard, fast pillars of truth. There's no use denying them.
You don't really get what he's saying, but you ask what the pillars are anyway.
Are you familiar with the concept of tropes?
Are you familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Have you heard of a video game called Among Us?
Are you familiar with the three pillars of canon?
I need to vent, user.
Did you know the imposter is sus?
I need to vent right now.
User. Don't be, I don't know.
Don't be the imposter, user. I don't know.
Don't
Help.
Don't be a sussy baka.
Oh.
Can you say that in the AO3 voice?
Don't be a sussy baka.
This is awesome.
User, I'm sorry to trouble you with this, but I need you to not be the sussy baka imposter.
Ugh. You're pretty sure
User,
you know what he's
need to
talking.
User,
God, you're pretty sure you know what he's talking about. You start to nod. He peers down at you from over the rims of his glasses. You shake your head.
user, wake up. They found the bodies. It's a recurring theme, event, feeling, or some combination of all three. They're generally genre specific, as media in the same genre tend to follow similar trends to appeal to their shared audience.
Like how a bunch of first-person shooters use random crates as cover objects?
Yes, that's a fair comparison. Fanfiction, just like any type of media, has its own tropes, as I'm sure you may have guessed. As the representative of one of the largest repositories of fanwork, those tropes are something I am intimately familiar with. Literally, they manifest in my day-to-day life no matter where I am or what I am doing or who I am with. What is meant to be an escape from reality instead becomes a never-ending cavalcade of setups with a mocking punchline. Of the forms of irony that exist, I must say I prefer the dramatic rather than the situational.
So
They happened to in succession. Bumping into strangers, reaching for a book at the same time, soulmate encounters, reader insert dates, coffee shop AUs. There was only one chair. I could go on.
There was only one chair.
One chair.
Oh, another. I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna sit ya, sit ya, sit ya, sit ya.
I still love
One chair.
I still love
Oh,
the,
another.
me and TK joking about VOFT and Project Sunpage like one bed trope, but it's not like it's not romantic because one of them's nocturnal and the other one's diurnal.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
So they like it's like two passing ships in the night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, what if you only had one chair, one piece of furniture to seize all the rest your butts ever wanted?
Do not miss
Would you
your
do it?
chance to lose.
or would you let me sit?
Wait, are you doing that one guy on TikTok who always bites his lip?
No.
No. It's a reference to
I'm repping.
His palms are sweaty.
Yeah.
Eminem reference.
Sorry, for a second I thought you were doing like that one guy who's like, "Hey, baby girl,
So
what if I came up to you and
back
said,
in the early 2000s,
Hey.
when I was already a teenager, there was a movie called 8 Mile.
And in 8 Mile.
You
Melanie
kids,
Reed,
you kids
Reed.
these days might not remember this.
God. You wince. Were some of those your fault? How much of today was really a stroke of luck? Those sparkly thoughts really weren't yours at all, were they? And definitely not super secret friendship powers. He doesn't notice your internal conflict, though, and continues talking.
Of course, I do take some pleasure in their continued existence and studying their evolution with the waxing and waning of fandom in each generation.
So true.
Fascinatingly, the intensity of the tropes that invade my personal life are directly proportional to the trope's popularity in fandom. I actually began to chart it, and I found that even the tropes of certain pairings can affect my life. Destiel has all but ruined old cars for me, though I am proud that pairing broke 100,000 works. Wikipedia was a good sport for celebrating that milestone with me.
Yippee.
He sounds weirdly chill about this whole thing. If your life was duct taped to the whims of fandom, you doubt you could reach his same level of chill.
When you live a certain way for long enough, you can get used to just about anything. That doesn't mean I enjoy it, but I have learned to find what entertainment I can from it.
That's super depressing.
Honestly, it's more irritating than disheartening.
The worst part of this conversation is that there's nothing to do about it. What can you, some random user, do about whatever site rep magic goes on in cyberspace? You're a good listener, sure, but your deep gut feeling always insists that once you've heard your friends out, you do something to help with their problems. Really do something. Like fishing, or destroying a room, or communing with the dead. Deciding not to beat around the bush, you ask him if there's anything you can do to help him with this.
Unless you happen to have a direct line to the hearts of the internet itself to alter my source code, then, alas, there's nothing to be done.
Poor
Dang.
guy.
You don't have anything like that.
Cheer up. I don't need you to throw a wrench into the black and green of cyberspace on my behalf.
You would, though. You're very dedicated to your friends and their hardships.
We're not friends, user.
River in chat just... It's like, Melanie, your narrator's just slipping into your John voice. I guess John XAO3 canon.
Well,
No,
John
no,
does-
Drax XAO3! Drax!
John does have meta-narrative awareness and like retcon powers. And
I
what is
believe
retcon?
AO3 is a breath user.
What is
breath-
retcon if? What is
I know.
retcon if
Yes.
not a fix-it fic?
Breath player? Yeah. Wow. And then they both collectively let out a breath they didn't know they were holding.
Also, goddamn, another fucking absolute just brutal rejection. He smiles as he says it, and you feel a bit like melting, and also a bit like ripping your eyebrows out of your face one hair at a time. This guy, he could stand to be less stubborn. He's really good at making you feel... Wait a second! You slam your hands down on the table. Mind buzzing with 1 part genius and 2 parts desperation. You start shouting like a maniac. What does AO3 do all the time?
I suppose that would be reading.
Yeah! Reading what?
Fan fiction?
And what keeps messing with his personal life?
Fan fiction tropes?
So, what if he made some?
Excuse me?
Clearly you're gonna have to actually explain your genius. And no way are you going to leave your pal to figure this out on his own. So, what does AO3 need to make?
Magic.
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 The sparkly thoughts surge forward so quickly it almost feels like a nosebleed. You can barely feel your own body move as you prop your elbow up on the table and lean onto your fist. You make sure to waggle your eyebrows as you suggest that AO3 just needs to make some magic to help solve his problem.
While I can't say I'm surprised, I am disappointed. I really thought you could have been different.
No!
No.
I think it would be best if we never studied together ever again.
No!
If you follow me, I'm not above decapsulogging my strife deck and reminding the rest of cyberspace how good of a marksman I am.
I forgot that he uses rifle kind.
Yay!
He gathers
I'll
up
be
his...
real. I thought magic was in the literal sense.
No.
There was originally an emoji there, but you can't, like... I can't, like, copy-paste the emoji.
Damn. He gathers up his books and is turning around the stacks before you can gather up anything to say back. As the sound of his footsteps get farther and farther away, you can feel the scales fall from your eyes. Wow. You feel like a grade A douche. This was so not worth it. No, Beta, we die like your friendship status. God.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's so handsome.
He's so pissed off because you...
Swipe right already. Jesus Christ.
How about some writing?
Did he have bags under his eyes in that ending?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like tired, annoyed. I think it was this emoji.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I was expecting the droplet emoji.
No! God. If fanfiction
Diabolical.
comes true around AO3, then what if he wrote his own fanfiction to take back control over his life?
That's a nice thought. But unless a ton of people started to write their own stories about my life, I doubt it would manifest. And even then, I do not want a ton of people writing their own stories about my life. I already have a rather enthusiastic friend pushing that envelope, and I'm all too pleased to keep the admission limited to 1.
Oh. You physically deflate against the table. It sounded like such a good idea in your head. A nice, tidy bow to wrap around this drama.
User, not everything can be fixed, and it's not your job to go around fixing everything. I can understand a desire for some control over a situation that leaves you stranded in your emotions. When the world forces you to face something too large, too great, too complicated to be easily discussed and swept away, seeking an outlet, especially a creative one where you are the arbiter of all, I understand that. So while I doubt your idea will physically work, I still wouldn't mind writing something with you.
You glance up at him, and you can tell he means it. He isn't just playing along.
Even if it changes nothing about my life, it will be fun. Is that brief respite not what I read in the first place? Not why I read in the first place?
He reaches into his Silodex and decapsulogs a pad of paper and 2 pens. He offers you the black pen and keeps the red one for himself. You hesitate just for a moment, and when you take up the pen, you hold it gently. You roll it around in your hands. What does he want to write about?
Not myself, thank you. Is there anything you are passionate about?
Your friends.
We can write about your friends then.
You can? Isn't that kind of weird?
Have you never heard of friend fiction? And if it is...
Fair enough. Okay, how about your friends Kick and Imgur? You've seen them hanging around Amino's place.
Sure, they seem... fun.
Oh, I call Imgur, by the way.
Okay.
Yay.
You both stare blankly at the paper in front of you. No one's moving. You aren't even breathing.
Do forgive
You aren't even
me.
what?
Did I say...
Breathing?
Do forgive me. I haven't actually written a fic in quite a while.
What? Really? But isn't that like his whole thing, TM?
The best writers are the best readers.
He totally dodged your question.
I have some ideas, but... why don't you pick out the ones we go with?
You perk up, pen at the ready.
Alright, first things first, what is the main trope of this fic?
What's the trope? Oh god.
Is this like a Mad Lib situation?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god, can we vote? Can we vote?
Alright, I guess let's
Yeah,
vote
let's
then.
do votes.
Alright. What are we going with?
Snowden.
Like Undertale?
Not everyone at once.
He has a first
we're not
name.
voting.
You can
I'm
just
not
call
voting.
him. You can just call him Edward.
God.
Coffee shop AU. I'll vote coffee shop.
I'll vote Snowden, personally.
Snowden.
Oh yeah, like Kabul said, I would not recommend doing every combo because there's like 8 different combos.
No, we're gonna go
Oh.
through and do every no, I'm joking.
How about the
And how about the rating?
teen?
Keen.
Teen.
And last but not least, how does it end?
Tragic.
Tragedy!
Tragic! Archive of our own taps his pen against the chin as he nods.
Yes, alright, I think we can work with this.
You uncap your pen and write up the first words. At the top of a freezing cold, like freeze your tits off cold, mountain was a blizzard.
This hits.
Oh.
It was snowing very hard. Snow everywhere, and no one could see.
The storm raged unperturbed by the plight of the scarce victims.
Scarce? Yeah, scarce. Let me start over.
The storm raged, unperturbed by the plight of the scarce victims caught in its fractal grip.
I'm also loving the music going on right now.
The
Yeah.
Illidan storm raged, and we were not prepared.
Those victims were Kick and Imgur, who had run away together to escape the awful life of high school and being sights. It was supposed to be like a ski vacation kind of thing.
Oh my god, we're gonna die out here.
They had found shelter amongst the harsh crags of the mountain, a crude cavern for them to shiver together. Their breaths came ragged and white in front of their faces, blue with cold. I think I'm dying.
No shot, for real?
No, some type of shit
think
I'd
so.
fucking say.
Oof, that sucks, man.
Imgur looked around the cave for anything to help her swiftly dying friend warm up. And she actually found some sticks at the very back of the cave stuck between some rocks.
Pulling together a simple friction starter, Imgur layered sticks and bits of her own clothing scraps together as her friend watched on with dimmed eyes.
Oh, dude, I am so fucking high right now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is
Yeah.
the shirt is literally one of those old memes? The top.
Yeah.
She just like me
Yeah.
for real! She just like me for real!
You've
God, yeah,
gotta be
that's
kidding me.
totally an advice animal. You're right.
Was I too loud? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
What?
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's so nonchalant.
But Imgur was not kidding and was so high that she couldn't spin the friction starter fast enough.
Type shit.
Soon, her fingers were turning blue, then black as frostbite set in. Still, she worked at the measly pile before her.
My eyes blurred for half a second, and I thought that our AO3's eyes were actually moving, like across the paper, like looking around on the page.
He was like, re-
But it was no use. Her eyes were slow, and between blinks, she fell over and died of hypothermia and exposure.
Don't you dare die and leave me behind, asshole! Kick raged against the unfairness of life in that cave until the morning sun broke through the dense blanket of clouds to taunt the mountain with hope.
They were stuck up on that mountain with the corpse of their friend, and there was nothing they could do about it except give up.
Fuck this.
So, Z did. Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Z pronouns. Fuck yeah. The end.
Can we do like one more?
I'd say we
Let's
do
do
at
a
least
coffee.
all of
Let's
this.
do a coffee
Yeah.
shop one.
So
I'd say we do
got-
at least all
just-
of the settings.
Yeah, we just do.
Because there's 3.
Oh, there's 3?
Yeah, the coffee shop one, there's like... Oh wait, the Snowden one, if you chose Jen, it was a different setting.
Oh, okay. Alright, so let's... For this next one... Oh, shit. Fuck me.
Oh, you just saved it.
I-
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Okay, wait.
Just spin your little wheel. There you go.
There we go. Hey, we did it.
In the wheel.
Yeah.
So
I think I went too far. Alright. Coffee shop AU.
And how about the rating?
No, you could pick either one for coffee shop.
Jen.
Jen.
I don't know.
Happy.
Last but not least,
Happy.
Life's unfair. You either die in a Snowden's AU or live happily in a coffee shop AU.
It was a super nice day, and everyone was
Miku?
happy. And getting
That's
coffee
Hatsune
in
Miku!
the
Is that
early
you?
morning.
Hatsune Miku!
God.
Again?
Return
She's there again.
of the Hatsune Miku user.
And on the left, that's just
She's
a
always
goblin. That's literally just a goblin.
There's just a goblin there.
It's actually John Egber missing one triangle in his hair.
Oh shit!
That triangle's facing towards us, so we can't see it.
Yeah, there it is.
God.
Front facing John Egbert.
Oh no! It was a super nice day and everyone was happy and getting coffee in the early morning. Even people who didn't like coffee were getting coffee. It was a coffee kind of day.
With the bite of autumn on their heels, sights and users alike pressed into the crevices of comfort that stood as warm brick outposts against the change of the seasons.
It was a dark and coffee night.
The local coffee shop. One of the coffee-starved people was Kick, and she just walked inside.
I can taste the fake pumpkin spice syrup from here. Despite the clear clash of aesthetic, a good cup of coffee can warm even the coldest of spirits. They approached the counter with hands fisted in the poorly hacked away pockets of their jacket. Can I
Hands
get
what?
a black coffee?
Normally, this is the part where the random stranger takes down an order and starts making it, because that's what happens in businesses with food. But the barista lady was his friend Imgur, and with friend privileges, she spoke up about that order.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want that black coffee? Lol. Be honest. True to your heart.
Ick was at war with itself. While its outfit would have paired well with the customary black coffee, their heart yearned for something more.
I love just all the fucking pronouns being used for Kick. The shit fucks. Something with sugar and lots of whipped cream, and that was super very popular. Seeing the genuine smile of Z's friend gave Kick the courage to order. From the heart.
Okay, actually, can I get a mermaid berry latte with strawberry drizzle?
Sure thing, my guy.
Imgur wasn't very fast at making coffee and stuff, but she got there eventually.
Ick took one sip of the distilled sugar mountain in the cup and felt at once contented and comforted. Swaddled in the quilt of acceptance and shielded from social ridicule by her dear friend.
Imgur even drew a little smiley face on the cup. Once again, friendship solves everything. The end.
Then we go back.
And it was, so it's, wait. It's...
Snowden, Jen, and then
What?
it could be any ending.
Okay. Snowden, Jen. We're going with happy or tragic, guys.
Oh, we did tragic before. Let's
That's
go happy.
true. At the base of a mountain was a super cheerful and kind of festive ski resort with a snowstorm happening outside. Good thing the two friends Kick and Imgur were inside.
The rented log cabin was well insulated from the elements and well stocked with food and fire supplies to burn brightly in the hearth. I'm gonna start a fire for us.
Good idea, bro.
While Kick was getting a fire ready for them, Imgur was in the kitchen making something tasty.
Imgur staring at us with those autistic eyes.
Hey, man.
Real.
Fucking hey, man.
She can see through the screen.
Since the door was kept firmly shut by the press of fresh, wet snow, there wasn't a better time to try out some new recipes.
You want brownies? I'm making some.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sure. Do you have brownies mixed back there or something?
Nah, I've got flour, cocoa powder, and a dream.
She's so cute.
On Honestly. Kick rolled her eyes, but since the fire was going, she got up and went to the kitchen anyway. He told himself that it was just to watch his friend make a mess.
But the truth was, as it watched its friends start mixing powders and liquids together into a batter, Kick started to feel a stirring in their soul.
Hmm?
Oh, I think that's
Can I
the
help?
goal, actually.
Can I help?
Imgur smiled a big smile at her friend and brought out a brand new wooden spoon.
I wouldn't want it any other way, Home Slice.
Kit got them both to wear aprons, and they started to bake together. It is only just like clicked to me that these are just PNGs of.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite tell when it was just on Imgur, but now that it was sized up and put on Cake, I can very clearly tell, and it's great.
You press H.
That's
Can you hide the UI?
delightful.
It's so good.
It's great. Oh my god.
Kind of peak a little bit, I think, possibly.
It's a little bit
In
delicious.
the other coffee shop, AU, Kick is the barista also.
The tragic one.
Okay.
I think it depends if
I
you
think
pick Teen or Chen.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kit got them.
They're all good.
Kit got them both to wear aprons, and they started to bake together.
Soon their cabin was laced with the pleasant aroma of chocolate and vanilla. It hung heavy in the air and danced around the flickering fireplace.
More than anything, they could smell the smell of friendship between them, even tastier than all the chocolate in the world. The brownies were good too, or whatever.
They're weed brownies.
I
The
guess.
forever weed brownie.
I guess do we just want to do one more, and we'll do teen coffee shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
teen coffee.
Yeah.
Teen coffee.
How Bull is wanting us to do that.
Teen.
All right.
Let's do a tragic one, because we did. Yeah.
Even though the world totally sucked and everything was shitty, no one could deny the coffee hunger.
Not unlike swarms of undead users inside Claude. Oh, not unlike undead swarm. Not unlike swarms of undead, users inside clawed their way into havens of social inequity to blow what precious little they had earned on drinks that left them feeling emptier than when they started.
It was super fucked up, but that's just how the world works. The stupid baka asshole filled piss drenched world. Holy shit.
God.
My favorite line in the whole thing.
God.
You have quite the vocabulary, don't you? Imgur was one such body among many, trying desperately to cling to the scraps of joy left in her life.
I feel like I have to make the obligatory user written by Vivzy Pop joke.
Oh my god.
No.
That's evil.
God.
Imgur went up to the coffee shop counter with her heart set on a matcha latte. She didn't like coffee at all.
You guys have any matcha?
No.
Growled the barista. Ooh. Imgur's good friend Kick. Even though Kick was fortunate to have landed a job in this economy. Oh, excuse me. Even though Kick was fortunate to have landed a job in this economy, the dull drum of service work had worn thin their already fraying nerves.
Fuck, sorry.
Okay, do you have chai?
No.
Okay, do you have Earl Grey?
No.
Okay, do you have lemonade?
No.
Okay, do you have hot chocolate?
Kick reached across the counter like a big fast cat and shook the shit out of Imgur.
Sell coffee, dipshit! Buy coffee or get out!
Oh, damn.
Oh my god! Also, hi!
Oh god.
Oh, now just getting.
Shit. You do not get to call me out after earlier.
No, I'm not calling you out. I'm welcoming you into the fray.
Tail between her legs, Imgur stepped out of line. She paused at the door, her hand lingering on the handle.
With even coffee shops now ruined forever, she stepped outside with a sigh. And then it started raining. Super hard. Amazing. Amazing.
Really good stuff.
It's also fortunate we can't do the other 4.
Your wrist kind of hurt from pressing on the pen too hard, but you're too happy to care. You just made something cool with a buddy. That kind of rush is hard to beat. You hope he had just as much fun as you did, so you turn and ask him straight up. Being coy and subtle about feelings is for the emotionally constipated, and you're emotionally normal-pated.
Yes, it was.
That's.
Yes,
That's
it was quite cathartic. I will have to do this more often.
You tentatively ask if you could be invited to the right together again.
To the right?
Sure. I think a good writing session could always use a friend.
You freeze. Did he just say... He has the gall to chuckle at the expression on your face.
Yes, alright, you've won me over. I can admit that we're friends, dear user.
You quite literally jump for joy. You're very glad the gen stacks are so abandoned, because otherwise you probably would have been kicked out for shouting so loudly. But you can't help it. You made a brand new friend today. The power of friendship wins again. User and archive
Yay!
of our own. AO3 work 1 work. Oh god. Good.
User space is so cute here.
Honestly.
Wow. User.
Adorable.
User.
User.
Oh, that was fun. That was really fun.
So fun. It's time.
It's time.
Time.
Oh boy.
Yo!
We have
I see
we have
GitHub.
Ko-Fi again.
I didn't.
Where'd you see GitHub? What?
Floating.
Oh, yeah!
The floater.
The floater.
That means something else.
From left to right,
Okay, I was
we
gonna say,
got
let's go.
left to right. That's a user on the
Yeah.
left, and then next is Internet Archive,
Okay.
Yay!
NeoCities.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
GitHub,
GitHub.
a user,
Okay.
fandom,
Oh, okay.
and then wiki.gg,
Alright, real.
a user,
Sick.
and then Craigslist.
Real. Okay, okay. This is someone's Sona, right?
I think
Yeah.
that's Andy's
No, it's
OC,
mine.
right? Oh, it's yours.
Andy's OC is on the left, Hazel's OC is at the desk, and the one with the feathers is mine.
Okay.
So our fandom.
I was gonna
and-
say, I was
and-
like, that's a very detailed user for it not to be someone's Sona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is fandom and wiki.gg, are they friends or haters?
No.
They're
They're
haters.
enemies. They're haters.
enemies.
Good.
Oh my god, they're roommates.
No, they're enemies to haters.
One born entirely out of spite for the other.
You stroll up to the library, the place of all knowledge and words. So many words. This time, you decide it may be best to walk towards the wonderful nonfiction section for once. The fiction department does not interest you at this current moment. Nonfiction has many things. Many, many things. You know exactly which things. You love to find many things you definitely know about and want to look into. You are not doing the equivalent of scrolling mindlessly.
Uh-huh.
You are so very intentionally looking through many files of words. The capital of Argentina is Buenos Aires. You find out from this article. Jesus Christ, brain.
Yo,
You're
that's where
doing
my friend
great.
Meraki is from. She's in Buenos Aires.
Damn, it's fucking Doc's Meraki right here.
Ah, fuck.
Good job. Oh, it looks like you can edit the pages. You can change the capital of Argentina if you want to. Well, maybe the capital of Argentina is something else now.
It's now Texas.
Something cold presses against your back. Whoa, now that's some intentionality. That doesn't feel too great.
Okay, now I see the old man. In the strife thing, they just look like a twink. But this is an old man.
That's an old
What is
man.
with these motherfuckers pulling out guns on us? What? Again?
Snipe editing. Snipe editing.
If I had a fucking nickel.
Wait, oh fuck. I need Wikipedia and eBay to get in a sniping competition.
They gotta fight.
Oh my god.
You
Some kind of
slowly
sniper duel.
You slowly look over your shoulder and come face to face with an old man in big round glasses, pointing an assault rifle at you.
That's a really funny text box.
That is really good.
Who wants to
Oh,
be
was-
Joe
Jess, did you
Graham?
say that you were going to be Wikipedia? Or...
I've been so many people, someone else should.
I thought
Okay.
you were gonna be Wikipedia, Mel.
Oh, I can be Wikipedia. Does someone else want to pick up narration then?
Yeah.
I could do it.
I'll
I guess.
narrate.
You'll narrate?
Okay, between me and AJ. AJ, do you really want it?
I mean, I'll do it if you don't want to.
I want to do it.
Then do it.
Okay.
Alright. I guess I'll be Wikipedia then.
I'm excited for your old man voice.
I will
You've hyped it up
I will
immensely.
try not to make Wikipedia British.
Andy saying, "I'm scared if you pull up
Honestly,
the
just-
98-year-old man on the deathbed voice again, I'll cry."
I think if it makes it easier to make him British, then do that.
Because like I guess like the voice that I was just I've been thinking of all day for like Wikipedia is just like, what are you?
Oh, actually, that's really good.
That's excellent.
That's really excellent.
My databases have no record of you, of something like you. Why are you in my library?
You let go of the article on Argentina you were reading and slowly raise your hands. You grimace at the gun pointed at you. Let's be his friend. Let's be his friend. Yippee. Your vision goes black as soon as you finish your sentence.
Does anyone know what this
my
is
God.
referencing, by the way?
Oh,
This isn't the first time we've got lit the fuck up. Are you
I
kidding
don't know
me?
what this is referencing.
oh.
Oh shit! I didn't wait. The little globes in the railing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is referencing. What is this referencing?
I think,
Um,
Andy,
it-
what is this referencing?
It's referencing this guy getting shot in Ace Attorney.
Oh.
Okay, well that could be a lot of things in it.
Hold
a lot
on,
of
it's a
scenes
specific
for me.
one.
Andy,
It's like
which
I played
specific
all
one
this
is
turning, and I'm
it?
like, I don't know which one you're talking about.
Oh, Andy's saying no.
Wait, it's
Oh.
not? Isn't that... Didn't you send a picture of it?
No,
Or are you just
my
upset that no
response.
one got it?
I think the stream's a little
I have-
behind, so
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah. We're holding. We're holding.
We're holding.
Oh, come on, let me think for a second.
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure I got...
okay. Yeah, from Apollo Justice,
Oh.
case 2,
Okay.
I think.
Ah,
I see it now. Yeah, I see that.
Alright.
Okay.
I don't know who I am either. So userful. You're a mysterious, featureless user, just like anyone else, but maybe you're a little different. You don't know. The fact that this is the second time you've had a gun pointed at your face is sort of signaling that this might be the case.
To be fair, Andy,
just-
after you get out of the original trilogy, you get less and less people who have played those games, and it's
Apollo
because
Last
the original
Injustice.
trilogy has been released on all platforms for like almost a decade now, but everything else has not.
Yeah, Apollo, last name, Justice. You're just here to read up and learn some real interesting facts from this incredibly huge and publicly available library. In fact, maybe you were going to try and find out if there was any information about yourself in here. Pretty rude to point a gun at a regular patron like that. The man's eyes flicker to something behind you. You duck your head and cover your ears as shots go off.
Oh.
I apologize for that. The article you were looking at has been changed no less than 47 times in the last 24 hours. I'm very strict about the kind of information that makes its way into my articles, but some find it humorous to give me false information.
But shooting at people? He could have killed TikTok just then.
She would have been fine. You would have been fine. This is just a deterrent for vandals.
It's still rude to jump the gun like that. You can forgive a bullet wound to your digital body, but it's the principle that you take issue with. He shouldn't immediately threaten people without evidence.
You are a strange user. Has anyone ever told you that before?
Yes, actually, a lot.
Right.
He eyes you curiously.
Right.
You are a user, correct?
Of course, you have the visor and everything.
But you're aware that something is off.
Maybe? Everyone keeps saying so. And you have been experiencing a lot of funny coincidences around here.
You don't say. Why don't we work together on this little mystery?
Yes, you would love to. You think this would be a really great bonding opportunity for you and this strange gun-wielding person. No matter how hostile the situation may seem, you're always willing to make friends with anyone.
Friends. Yes. You do that. Come.
You run after the elderly sight. He moves surprisingly fast for someone of his apparent age.
Ah, I almost forgot. My name is Wikipedia, but I'm sure you already knew that.
You did. He's Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
Hold on, can you click those blue bits of text?
No.
No.
Oh,
You guessed it from the way he said that. You guessed it from the way he said. Oh. Ooh,
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Terrible
You
game.
guessed it from the way that he said this was his library, but it's always polite to wait for someone to give you their name.
Thank you, Onigiri.
Wiki is only 24 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was the only textual reason.
Wikipedia briskly walks up a couple flights of stairs and brings you to the library stacks.
Wait, who do we have here? These old places.
Ravelry? Ravelry, which is a knitting website. We got
God.
Cora
What's this one?
all the way on the left.
You said which
Oh,
one?
And then
middle one.
behind Wiki is Coast.
Okay.
Ah.
Huh.
Aw. Rip.
Rip.
Listen, I will cut to the chase. I do know of you. Everyone knows of you. Everyone knows of you, but we do not know exactly what you are.
What do they mean by that?
Here's my theory.
Wikipedia pulls off your visor in one swift motion. Hey!
You are not a typical user. You remain logged in even without your visor.
You do? You didn't know that was a rule here.
You're extremely clueless about many aspects of the internet and of cyberspace in general, even more so than many new users. What you said just now. I don't believe that your naivety is a facade, seeing as you've befriended many other site representatives without suspicion. For the most part.
Wikipedia hands back your visor.
This segues into my next point. There is something almost supernatural about you, by cyberspace standards. The way you have stumbled into the paths of so many site representatives, and not only doing that, but going so far as to befriend them is unnatural to say the least.
Can I pause the theory real quick?
Go for it.
I think user might be a virus.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's all. I didn't have much more to say about that. Just
Yeah.
I think user might be a virus.
That's fair. I mean, we obviously know there is.
Actually, I do have more to say. Like,
What was
it's
the-
kind of pretends to be innocuous in a way, and I don't think users are pretending, but the idea that it's pretending to be innocuous, like it's just a normal person, a normal user, while it's getting close to vulnerabilities.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna do anything about it, but
It's
well, there's my theory.
It's actually See, now
A
that
game theory.
now that's got me thinking about, like, you know the Morris worm?
Yeah.
Have I heard about the Morris worm?
Yeah.
I literally was thinking in my head just now. They're more like a worm, really.
Yeah, it's like they're like the Morris worm, and Internet MILF, I forget if we were given a title for her. Is pulling the strings on it.
Interesting.
That's
These are
Oh right, she was-
adding to your
I forgot who
theory.
you're talking about.
Adding to your theory.
I can say exactly 0 things, so I'm just
Okay.
going and making random noises.
Yo, confirmation!
Okay.
Oh my god!
No, and that's just a theory, a game theory.
VOFT theory.
Thanks for watching.
A Drax theory.
God.
Thanks for watching.
Andy actually has a couple OCs of viruses.
That's so good. Wait, Andy, send them to me. Send them to me right now. We are used to talking to users, but you could consider us similar to mascots or celebrities. We do not make personal connections often. Not only that, but a lot has been changing because of you. Ever since you appeared, my long-time investigation has been flipped on its head. So, that leads me to believe that you're connected to her.
Yo. Okay, you were right there with the connection.
Her? Wikipedia looks around before discreetly pulling on a book from the shelf. It doesn't come all the way out and makes a clicking sound when it hits the apex.
Oh shit. Also, I will say I'm having very much fun voicing Wikipedia. I'm glad I got it.
Yay! Then the entire shelf swings open, revealing a different door behind it. Wikipedia ushers you inside quickly. The room inside is full of books and Ziploc bags with the word evidence written on them, all strewn about in a chaotic fashion.
I love how it's all the good ends.
The whole room is very messy, starkly contrasting with how neat and orderly the rest of the library is. The way that it's hidden also makes it feel like a doomsday bunker. In the center of it all is an equally disorganized pinboard. Everything on it is pointing towards a simple green globe icon in the middle.
The admin. There we are. That's what this symbol represents. The globe icon has been traditionally linked to the internet, representing how it is used to connect people all over the world. So it makes sense that this is what the admin uses to represent herself.
You notice that your own face is staring back at you several times over in some very familiar scenery. Why are you on this pinboard? Again!
That's exactly what I want to know. These pins began appearing on their own since you started running around, befriending websites, and doing whatever else you do. Why is that? Why are you all over the place? Why am I getting images of you with these website representatives on my pinboard? And now, Instagram's recently given up the hunt too, right after this image of you and her appeared. It's like she lost all interest in the search. All her questions smoothed away, placated by something. Or someone. So, do you have any answers for me?
You have no idea. You don't even recognize some of these yourself. Who was taking pictures of you? Some of these took place in private moments with no one else around.
I see. You may just be a pawn in this greater mystery. And now that you're here, I suppose it is my turn to be put to the test. The admin has taunted me for years, leaving hints and clues for me everywhere. She is a figure that used to inhabit cyberspace sometime in its early years, and very quickly vanished. This was before even I was created. But if you're observant, you can intuit that she still has influence over us in certain ways. A minor glitch in the system, maybe a brief sighting, if she's feeling particularly daring. I've been keeping track of everything I can find about her for years. I have been sitting on this empty book for so long, with nothing to fill the pages.
Wikipedia holds up a book with a few sentences written in it.
All of my information is too speculative. I have no sources. I can't publish a page like this. Read this line.
He points to a section that says, "This article about the admin of cyberspace is a stub. You can help Wikipedia by expanding on it."
I have nothing.
He slams the book closed and goes back to the pinboard.
She seems to be someone who is in charge of cyberspace at a higher level than any of us, even most users who work on the infrastructure. Sometimes, site representatives die in freak accidents, much to the anguish of some users. Gone too soon, before our time, you could say. So we will come back to life. But why do we come back to life? But why do we come back to life? It's common knowledge that our mortality is tied to the health of the sites we represent. As long as there's money flowing, we will come back. But there's an issue with the timing. Sometimes we don't come back right away. Other times we do. Other times we do. It shouldn't be so inconsistent. And sometimes we see a grid.
A grid?
Yes, a grid. when something really breaks, when it glitches out, if you will, you can catch a glimpse of it forming every structure in cyberspace like atoms and molecules. It's a very literal interpretation of grid computing, which is the use of widely distributed computer resources to reach a common goal. In this case, it would be the foundations of cyberspace as we know it.
Is it green?
Yes. How did you know?
You've seen it. The grid.
Really?
Wikipedia suddenly grips your shoulders.
What do you know?
You're too stunned by the aggressive move to answer. He pauses.
I'm sorry. Give me a moment.
Wikipedia lets you go and hastily knocks off the clutter on the table. He produces a small, well-worn notepad. He takes a deep breath to steady himself.
All right. Tell me more, please.
He's crazy. He's crazy. He's not crazy. He knows! Insane. Asylum. You saw it when you first...
You ruined me. I can't stop
Oh
saying
no!
that now.
I put it into your brain. I incepted it in there. Now every time you hear the word crazy or insane, you go back to the asylum. Asylum. I'm crazy.
Asylum.
Crazy insane.
I'm even doing the
got
hand
no
gesture.
brain.
Yeah, the kind of wave. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just hamster.
The just
What?
hamster.
All
right.
What? Who said my name? What?
Huh? What? Clark?
Are you hamster, Jess?
You said the Jess Hansher.
Yeah. Are you hamster?
We have to keep reading.
Yeah.
We have to keep reading.
keep
You
reading.
saw it when you first logged into cyberspace, and a few times after that. It was always
Actually,
accompanied by the
hang on a second.
computerized. Uh-huh.
If you're not subscribed to VOFT, someone else take over.
Why? Why now?
Because we haven't done it yet.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
anyway,
there's 40 minutes till
if you guys
the
aren't
hour.
subscribed to Voss, hit that subscribe button, and to be notified about if we every time that we go live and when we start posting videos again, hit that bell notification. Also hit that like, and as well as leave a comment if you're really about it. If you've missed any of the streams in the past and you want to see them more, we have playlists on our channel on our channel that has all of our various different series, as well as different live stream series that you can take a look at. So make sure to do that. Also, if you want to hang out with us at some point and chat and just kind of vibe in a server, there's a link to the VOFT Discord server in the description below. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm in there. Mel's in
I would have done the
there.
whole thing, but I don't remember the whole spiel.
I do
That was
not-
masterful.
I do not
It
have
really is-
scripted. I just have it kind of off the dome.
It's kind of good. It's kind of a mystery why you're not subscribed to VOFT, but you know what else is a mystery? The mystery of what's going on in cyberspace.
Yeah!
And then we go back.
Oh yeah,
And we're
quickly,
back.
quickly, gotta plug Cloutchase.
The mystery of
There's
the
also
druids.
there's also a link in chat for Cloutchase. Go play Cloutchase.
Go click it. It has all of the Cloutchase links in the link. It's like
If
a little
you want to
nesting-
see the other alternative fanfics that user at AO3 write, go play the game after the end of the stream.
Yeah, there's 4 more of them. There's 4 more of them. Yippee. They're really good. They're all actually really good, and I like them a lot. Okay. Back to the show. You saw it when you first logged into cyberspace, and a few times after that. It was always accompanied by the computerized voice with the smiley face.
What?
The computerized voice with the smiley face.
You saw a smiley face somewhere?
No.
Then where does the smiley face come into this?
There's a smiley face. You don't know how else to put it.
I see.
Wikipedia scribbles something down in his notepad.
Regardless of the tangibility of this smiley face, the admin spoke to you directly. And with your appearance all over cyberspace and my pinboard, I have to assume this means she's challenging me. You're the key.
You nod. The key to the door to the admin. You'd probably be a bad fit for a
Are
key.
you the gatekeeper?
You'd probably be a bad fit for a key, seeing as you are a whole human person. But you're sure Wikipedia is right when they say this.
Yes, we still have to figure out your role in all this, where the key fits. Who are you? What is your purpose?
Wikipedia waves at the pinboard and walks around the room, half picking up stuff and half digging through it. Your user-shaped place in this big digital puzzle. This is so exciting! You'll be the Watson to his Sherlock.
Quite right.
Wikipedia is already heading out the door as he says this.
We'll start with research. I'm well versed in everything within these library walls, but if I know anything about the admin, she may create something out of thin air for you to miraculously find.
Oh, okay. You turn the corner of shelves and bump directly into someone on the other side.
Also, thank you, Mosvos.
Hello again, user. We have to stop meeting like this.
It's AO3! And this time he held onto his books! What is he doing in this section of the library?
I was looking for Wikipedia, actually.
Yes. Hello, hello.
If you and user wouldn't mind, I wanted to flag you down to get some thoughts on a new chapter I've written. I could really use your insight on the specifics of 18th century clothing.
I'm sorry, AO3, but we're really in a hurry. It's related to the admin.
The admin. I see. Alright, I'll leave you to it then.
Wikipedia moves on ahead past the tall red site. He flags down a round hovercraft and uses it to zip around the library, flying all up and down the impossibly high rows of bookshelves. They fluidly pick out books as they fly by and stack them around their feet. Then they loop back down to where you're standing and drop the books onto the table in front of you.
Let's get into it. Let's get to it.
Wikipedia opens a book and starts scanning the articles at a lightning-fast pace, flipping through the pages every few seconds. Wow, this is a lot. The total word count these books contain are probably more than you've ever read in your entire life, but your new friend is counting on you. You pick up a book about German television news shows. This seems irrelevant, but you skim through it anyway to show that you're serious about contributing to this research. As interesting as the history of various news channels in Germany is, there's nothing here that could help your friend. You try a different book, this time about Queen Anne architecture in Florida. This is also incredibly irrelevant. How did Wikipedia choose these books in the first place? You skim through another book, and another, and another. None of them contain any information even remotely related to cyberspace at all. You look over and see that Wikipedia is fully engrossed in a book about assault rifles. You start to wonder if their definition of research is the same as yours. You're not one to judge a book by its cover, but frankly, if you're going to make any headway into this investigation, you're going to have to start being picky.
Can't believe we're wiki diving right now.
You push apart the pile and dig up a book about... I don't remember.
Okay, well, technically you could pick either of them, because if you pick the bad one, you have an option to loop back to the good one.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just say video game terminology.
Video game terminology.
Cyberspace is kind of like a video game, so there has to be some overlap. This article about avatars sticks out to you. The form you take in cyberspace is is a kind of avatar, so maybe there's something here that can relate to your situation.
Most people customize their avatars to accurately reflect their identity, or how they want to present themselves to others on the internet. But some people do not. You, for example, are perfectly generic. A default avatar that users get upon entering cyberspace. Have you ever considered changing it?
No, unless you count some clothes you got from your friends. You never really felt the need to do anything about your appearance.
Perhaps you do not possess a proper internal sense of self.
Wikipedia starts muttering to himself and writing in his notepad. You let that thought hang and go back to reading. This article in particular doesn't seem that helpful, but there are a lot of links here that you're curious about. When you tap on one of the highlighted links in the book, a small window projects itself from the page, revealing a small excerpt of another article and a call number for the book it's from.
Interested in going down the rabbit hole?
The rabbit hole?
That's what I call clicking links through my articles. You might end up somewhere you never thought you'd be.
Is that a good thing?
I think you should do whatever you feel like you need to do. Given your connection to the admin, I have no doubt that she would want to push you in the right direction, however subconsciously.
So he means you should investigate this link? It seems pretty meaningless to you.
To you, but there could be something there we're not aware of yet.
This is so confusing! Why does this mystery have to be so mysterious? Why? What? Oh, hold on. I missed a sentence.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you putting so much weight on this decision? If only you could just conjure up the admin right now. Wait, that's an idea.
Huh?
You open your window to log out like you did before. Okay, Miss Admin, you're leaving cyberspace. And you're not coming back. You're going now? What?
What happened?
You tried to log out, but you were brought back here. Are you trapped in here forever?
Calm down. The admin is just being cheeky. She doesn't like demands being made of her. In my experience, she only makes herself known on her terms, whatever they may be.
Oh, well, she called you your bluff. You weren't going to leave Wikipedia here.
But seeing as you couldn't log out, that in of itself is an intervention.
Maybe she's sending a message?
Yes, exactly. That must be it.
Wikipedia is looking at you with a mix of excitement and hope.
The admin is surely guiding you the right way. Come, let us find that article.
Wikipedia whisks you away on their hovercraft and flies you to another bookshelf. They scan the shelves until landing on the book the link directed you to.
How meta. Any reason you chose this article in particular?
You skimmed the page titled Security Hacking. Truthfully, it was more out of curiosity or a whim more than anything. What if you're a hacker who lost their memory?
That would be an interesting theory. Memory loss would certainly explain your lack of knowledge. Perhaps it's worth looking into this.
Wikipedia writes something down in his notepad before dragging you away from the shelf and bringing you to another section of the library. He pulls out an article about amnesia.
Have you suffered any head trauma?
No?
Do you have any vitamin deficiencies?
Not that you know of? Wikipedia writes even more down.
Vitamins, vitamins. Why don't we try jogging your memory?
You're still not convinced you have amnesia, but you suppose it's worth a shot?
Great.
You and Wikipedia travel to the arcade. He's still writing stuff down, which has now expanded past the margins of the notebook and is being taped together.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Wow, so memories.
I'm making a map, so we remember everything we do. Now then, does anything here remind you of anything? Pretty hard to forget all these lights.
Nothing.
Alright.
You guess the lights remind you of the mall you went to?
Ha! Of course! The mall! There's surely something for your subconscious that... there's surely something your subconscious is leading us to.
Sure.
Yes, this could be the connection.
Wikipedia scours their notes as you walk around the mall.
You were drawn to avatars, then hacking, then the mall. A lot of users like to hang out here, especially teens with hacking prowess, don't you think?
That sounds like something you might see in a movie.
The movies. Yes, that's such an obvious next step!
You could practically see the gears turning in his head. You didn't mean to insinuate that that was a clue of some sort.
Perhaps you didn't mean it, but the admin, maybe!
What are you, some sort of prophet now?
Okay, so according to the trends I've been keeping track of, the admin must be wanting us to look around here. Let me know if anything else stands out to you, especially in relation to hacking.
You don't think that this is going the way Wikipedia thinks it's going?
What do you mean by that?
Wikipedia pauses and turns to look at you with what you can only imagine are big, sopping wet eyes under those glasses. God, you feel like a jerk, but you've been in this kind of situation before, and you want to try to speak your mind.
I feel like we just want to... We just go to the bad end, right?
Yeah, the bad ending is the bottom one.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, there's a bad ending in both of them. But the top one has the option to loop back to the good ending.
Wow, page 2.
Page 2.
Page 2.
Alright.
The Wild Goose Chase one is definitely is like faster. It's a shorter bad ending if you
Okay.
go for that one. And then, like, I guess reload the save to get back to this point.
Yeah.
You try to very gently tell Wikipedia that you do not think this lead is going anywhere. He pauses, thinking for a moment.
Alright, then let's retrace our steps and see where the path diverged. The lead seemed solid up until this point. Or maybe further back?
You speak up and point out that the two of you have just ended up back at square one again. Wikipedia pauses again, pondering. You ask what he's thinking about.
I'm wondering, user, if the test the admin is imposing on me is a red herring after all.
That doesn't sound unreasonable, given what you've learned so far.
You agree? Then you'll understand why I have to do this.
What? You thought you were over this?
I've gotten quite far into my investigation on the admin on my own. I think you were just a distraction, leading me astray from my ultimate goal. In fact, I postulate that once we've reached the conclusion of your mystery, once we find out who you are or what you are, I will feel strangely compelled to drop my search for the admin altogether. Just like Instagram.
But you're not doing anything bad on purpose. You're just trying to make friends.
Please don't misunderstand. It's nothing personal, user. My quarrel is with the one who orchestrated all of this.
Wait! You'll promise to help keep Wikipedia on track with the investigation. That's the reason why you suggested to change direction in the first place.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but your actions speak louder than your words. It's a shame, too. I thought this was going well. I wish you luck for when you respawn. Again!
I
It's
just wanted
just
to use
reverse
the same.
flipped.
Yeah, I just wanted to use the same one but flipped.
He shooted us. How could this be?
He shooted at us.
He shooted at us.
Did that other option at the end there do anything different?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Oh, fuck.
But that's the good end.
It's the good ending though.
Oh, okay.
We want to do the bad end first because we're bad.
You're bad.
We're bad. We're baddies.
Are we the baddies?
You think that maybe you should try searching Siesta? You saw students working on on programming assignments there.
Ah, yes, of course.
Wikipedia continues to drag you around, constantly writing and making his map ever bigger as you go. Miku!
Miku.
You don't think that Wikipedia is doing... You don't think what Wikipedia is doing is actually helping the investigation at this point, but you're no detective. And he seems so excited about it. You can't bring yourself to stop him.
Imagine someone sitting in Wiki's library and just randomly gunshots as Wikipedia is shooting user in the mouth.
Yeah. You just keep saying
Average occurrence in the library.
observations at random so he can keep drawing conclusions. Wow. Eventually, the two of you circle back to the library.
Connecting every location on the map created this shape, and that leads us to...
A woman.
a woman. What?
A woman.
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 Need my help, Wikipedia?
I have. Oh,
Oh, if you go ahead if you're here.
I was just gonna say I haven't voiced anybody yet. But,
Yeah. Hit it, pearls.
okay. Gotta figure out something. I'm still sick, so I apologize. Need my help, Wikipedia?
Actually, no, thank...
You would
I
love
love
her
that
help.
fandom's text box still managed to have a bunch of useless things on the sides.
Yeah. It's all the pop-ups and stuff.
I think the only thing that could make it better if it was more intrusive.
It just covers the entire screen.
Like
now,
shrinking
this
the space
user
that
has
her
a head on their
text
shoulders.
can actually fill.
just a video pops up here for no fucking reason.
I have info on anything and everything related to pop culture and media. Fandom, if you will. The kind of stuff that users actually care about. Everyone thinks Wikipedia has all of the answers all of the time, but I know a ton of stuff that not even he has records on.
Not with any reliable sources.
Knowledge can come from anywhere. They say that in Little Rat Chef. In that Little Rat Chef movie, girl.
That's not...
Anywho, I totally have the information you're looking for, user.
She does?
Doubt it.
That's great! You've been looking all over cyberspace trying to find out who you are, so that's a big relief.
Right. I'm sure Wikipedia has got you running in circles. Now, if you could just take a look-see at this right here before I bring you over to my wing.
Phantom swings a window towards you. It flashes with advertisements taking up most of the screen real estate.
Oh, just scroll past all that. The sign-up screen is right here. But if you wanted to click on a link or two, I wouldn't mind.
So funny.
Phantom, will you stop trying to peddle your nonsense? You clearly do not have anything useful for us.
You could do with a little more peddling of nonsense, Wiki. Fine, I can tell you what you want right now so I can prove I know what I'm talking about.
Phantom types something on her window and points it back at you with a new screen on it. There is a picture of a generic user on the page, with some basic facts written in misspelled sentences.
You're a user, a digital version of yourself to explore cyberspace with.
We already know that.
Yeah, you're like a weird user. It has something to do with the admin, you think.
That mythical magic woman Wikipedia always talks about. Just what has he put in your head?
Phantom leans in close and whispers to you.
Listen, if you come across a smiley face of a particularly green shade, it'd be best to ignore it.
She leans back.
A user can look like a lot of things and can have a lot of abilities. This can include, but is not limited to, flying, teleportation, telekinesis, super strength.
Now that's just factually untrue.
Wikipedia starts to lean on you as his voice trails off. Is he okay?
I'm fine, user. It's just that this little adventure has taken quite a while, and I haven't eaten.
Ugh.
What? You gotta go get food for him, stat. There's a cafe in this library, right?
No, I can't.
Why not?
I don't have any money. It's the fucking Wikipedia begging! Oh my god!
It's really good.
Oh my god!
He's an old,
This
old
old
man.
fart, am I right? Always begging for scraps like a dog instead of using advertisements or selling data like the rest of us.
You have to do
Tisk,
something.
tisk.
You look around the lobby and catch a passerby. Are they willing to donate even a couple of dollars for Wikipedia? This library wouldn't exist without him.
I was only looking up something real quick. Gotta go.
How about this user? Just $1, pretty please?
I
I don't remember
donated
this.
last time though.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay. See, this gets you nowhere.
It's alright.
Wikipedia grasps your shoulders, both to reassure you and to support himself.
This is just a temporary setback.
Wikipedia's eyes roll up into his head as he collapses on you.
Oh no! Only
Oh.
2% of users!
Oh. God.
Oh, no.
User's face in this is so...
It's really good.
It's really good.
Oh my god. It's just pure horror. Just no.
No! I mean, he died.
Yeah.
He died on them.
Oh god.
Funny.
Alright.
So, if I remember correctly,
And
I
then
don't think
now we go back
Wikipedia
here,
actually
right?
needs donations from people from regular users, and actually they get most of their donations from like
Big donors.
funders,
Yeah.
big
I believe
donors,
if
and
you
not from
go-
not like the $3 they ask for from everyone.
Yeah, I think. I feel like in the lore of Cloutchase, I think it's just. Well, first of all, it was funny, but also I
Yeah,
think if I had to
it is.
think of a reason, I would say that Wikipedia's it's all donation money for the library, so he doesn't have like personal spending money.
That's smart. That's smart.
Mm,
And also what I figured as well.
yeah. He doesn't have any money.
No money.
No money. Give him money.
No money, no women.
Oh, yeah, you could unexplained phenomena here, or the dialogue. There's a little bit more dialogue in the loop ending, I guess, because you like you convince. I mean, it's like generally it's like the same, generally the same thing, but you can
Yeah.
click here if you
Back
like.
to here.
Okay. So then, do we want to go through the other way then?
Well, if you there's like a slight difference in dialogue.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to see both of them
Yeah,
or.
let's go through both of them. So tell me when we reach the like connecting point, and then I'll go back and
Ooh,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Unexplained phenomena. Seeing as you are a kind of unexplained phenomena, this book has got to help. One of the chapters is a group called Cicada 3301, showing off a strange series of puzzles being distributed for people to solve.
Ah, yes, that group. One of the famous unsolved internet mysteries. The stated purpose of the puzzles each year was to recruit highly intelligent individuals, although the ultimate purpose remains unknown.
Wikipedia quoted the page from memory, verbatim. You continue reading. By the way, these puzzles are described, it sounds a bit similar to those clues Wikipedia gathered up.
Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! How have I not heard of this? This is fucking what?
A bit before your time. I feel like I saw a lot of it like looped in with like Slenderman stuff back in like in the
You say a bit
2010s.
before my time, as if that was not my time.
Yes, it does remind me of a certain someone.
Your mind goes to Wikipedia's pinboard and how you were all over it. All of the pictures were of you and your friends. You ask if Wikipedia has a lot of friends.
Of course I have friends. I know everyone in cyberspace. I've interviewed them all for their articles.
Everyone?
Everyone.
You're not sure if interviewing people alone is good enough to make friends with them.
I think that's besides the point. Although, there is one person I haven't been able to write on an article on, actually.
Let's go meet them.
Mel spawned into existence in 2015.
I think this is about... Maybe the two of you need... What the two of you need is the combination between your friendship powers and Wikipedia's research powers.
I don't have any powers. It's just a skill. While I'm unsure how this will get us any closer to our goal, I will follow your lead, however shaky it may be. I place my faith in you, user.
Your chest swells. Trust and faith. Two noble pillars of friendship. You can't let Wikipedia down. They take you to a different section of the library and approach a teenage girl.
Okay, here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
You can
now we
go,
back.
yeah.
All right.
I think you need to load in the gun part.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go, if you load it in. Or, yeah.
Okay, Wild Goose Chase.
Wild Goose Chase. Oh,
Try asking
let's
someone
try
else.
asking someone else. Why don't you try asking someone else for help if you're stumped? Like this person. You grab the nearest sight who happens to be walking by and drag them over.
Oh, quotive.
Yes, Kotev, you know them.
Who's gonna be quotive?
Jess, would you like to be Kotev?
Yeah, sure. Oh, hi, Mr. Wikipedia. And, hello, new user.
Actually, this reminds me. I need to interview you for your Wikipedia article.
I'm not. That's not me. Ugh. I just relate to Kotem so much. I'm like, oh. Get me in there.
Again, I already told you all about the killer Q.
No, that's not real information.
Wikipedia sighs. He seems exasperated. You chime in saying that this is an important step for solving a big mystery.
Oh, you mean the mystery of the big smiley face lady Mr. Wikipedia has been trying to solve for, like, ever?
How do you know about the smiley face? How do you also know about the smiley face?
I heard through the grapevine. But I can't just tell you everything. There's a very elaborate system in place to test you.
I knew it. User, it sounds like we're on the right track. Let's take this test. I'm ready.
Excellent. Divine, even.
They push up their glasses in a very serious manner, completely switching gears.
All right. First question. What is your favorite emoticon?
None.
You like the humble, personable smiley face.
Ah, that must be the answer you're fishing for, right?
I can't tell you that.
Kotev pulls out a large, worn journal, with loose papers and materials threatening to fall out of it. She writes down your answer into it.
Next question. Do you value intelligence or personality more?
Personality.
Intelligence.
So, which one do I go with?
Go with intelligence. This is my test after all.
You want to argue for your choice, but you relent to that point. You and Wikipedia continue to answer questions. Each question feels increasingly more random and obtuse than the last.
These next few are just for users, so don't butt in, Mr. Wikipedia.
All right.
User, you find 2 items on the floor. Which one do you pick?
Okay, so this section, there's a very slight change at the end of the route if you pick the right ones. It's just like a couple extra lines of dialogue.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you which ones are the right ones
Okay.
if you want.
Yeah,
if you
sure.
want. The lost keychain.
So you want to bring it back, right?
I want to throw it back.
Throw it back!
Do you like to try new things all the time? New food, experiences, and stuff like that?
Yes.
Hang on.
Sounds like fun. When things get tough, do you push through or move on?
Push through.
Woo, determination! Okay, now I'm gonna bring in a special guest to ask a question, and I want both of you to answer. Wen, get over here!
Kotev shouts at no one in particular. A couple of users turn their heads, but ignore it.
Ah, well, she's not here right now. So I, the Killer Q, will take over.
Oh, the feathers.
Yeah. Kotev covers their face and strikes a strange pose as they pitch their voice an octave lower.
You are in a forest all alone. Someone comes up behind you and puts a knife to your throat. They asks if you're afraid of the dark. What do you do?
You put your hands in the air and try to convince them that they don't have to threaten you to get an answer. And that maybe the two of you could be friends.
foolish. But brave.
I bring out my AR-15 and threaten the knife wielder. I am the one who should be asking the questions.
What a typical answer.
Okay, Grandpa Harley.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I've been trying to not let it just be like Jake, but it's slowly like shifting in and out of just being Jake.
An extrovert, naturally.
I find myself to be more introverted. Perhaps we should pick the ambivert option.
I think she's saying that out loud. Like she's like nods.
Nods thoughtfully. Alright, back to the main part of the quiz. You're going out to a party. What do you wear?
She's so funny.
Quotive, are you sure this is...
Yes, just answer the questions!
You guess you'd wear the clothes that you're already wearing?
Interesting. Ooh. Finally, what is your favorite color?
I love the U on favorite, but not on color.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to. Heights.
All of them? You don't have a favorite.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I wonder why.
You guys are gonna skew the results if you keep giving answers I can't use. I'm just gonna put you down for black and white. Okay, time for your evaluation. Drum roll, please.
No, I can't laugh yet. You tap on your knees to emulate a drum roll.
I love you, sir.
You got Mike, the regretful one.
What?
What the
Hear me
fuck
out.
am I
No, I'm
looking
kidding, I'm
at?
kidding.
What is that? What? Huh?
You,
Oh,
Drax, you
Side
can't.
AO3, we've got a new
Drax.
one.
Drax, you can't say these things.
Pota pulls out a cardboard cutout of a boy, edited to be wearing fake glasses and a bow tie. Sorry, he takes me out every single time.
Age 1824, height 5'11". Mike has black hair and blue eyes, and he's the head of the chess club. The way you two meet is...
As Kotev rambles off about your hypothetical meeting with this cardboard cutout, Wikipedia sighs and starts to walk away.
I knew this was a waste of time.
Wait, that's pretty rude of him to walk away while Kotev is sharing the results.
We were both roommates.
The results? It's nothing useful. Jesus Christ, that was very Jake. It's nothing useful. Just more of her silly fiction writing. She tricked us. We didn't learn anything about you or the admin.
So?
Well,
What do you mean, so? We didn't accomplish what we set out to do.
Maybe not, but you're having fun. That's accomplishing something to you.
I don't have time for fun. I have so much to do. I have my articles to keep track of, and my research for the admin is important for the greater good.
The greater good. Mr. Wikipedia, you're doing it again.
Doing what again?
All he ever talks about is article this, article that. Admin this, admin that. It gets really annoying, you know?
You just don't understand. Nobody does. None of you take me seriously about my life's work.
Kotep rolls her eyes and huffs.
Maybe we would if you talk about literally anything else every once in a while.
I'm not going to listen to your childish complaints. This is ridiculous.
Wikipedia starts to walk away, but you grab his sleeve. What does Kotep want to say?
Mr. AO3 and Mr. Internet Archive are always worried about Mr. Wikipedia, but he never listens to them.
I take breaks at their suggestion.
Not that. I mean how you never spend time with them. Or any of us. You never even stay at events at the library for longer than you absolutely need to. Then you're gone again.
If you may, you think that if Wikipedia wants his friends to help with his investigation, or anything else, then maybe he should also be interested in what they want to do, too.
Exactly! I really do want to help. I don't mind helping, but you only ever talk to me when you want something.
Dang.
I didn't mean to trick you. Sorry, Mr. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia sighs deeply.
No, it's alright. Sorry for being so stern. I suppose I do get caught up in my work a lot. I should try to make time for you all.
He's really autistic.
They're friends?
Autistic
Yes,
old man.
my friends.
Yeah, grabs him, shakes him.
Yeah.
Wikipedia nods at you. Yay!
User, I, actually have a different result for you.
Kotep shyly approaches you with her journal.
I kept a tally of your scores separately, just in case. It says right here that you're, a really nice and proactive person who always tries their best no matter what. Someone like you ought to have a lot of friends. It also says that you're not exactly a user, but not an AI either? You're something in between.
What?
It's like if an AI and a user had a baby, I think?
Oh my god, he's bisexual.
Oh my god.
Which isn't possible, but you're here anyway. Kinda cool. You know, I'm actually a half demon, half angel myself.
Are you being serious right now, Quotive?
My quizzes don't lie.
Oh, the lore. Kotep turns the journal to Wikipedia, who reads it carefully.
You didn't write this, did you?
I don't know what you mean by that.
This is clearly written by the admin. It's even signed off with a smiley face.
Who's to say I didn't write it myself?
User, this has to be it. This has to be why all those strange coincidences keep happening to you. As an AI, you may have a similar affliction to AO3 even. This completely changes my approach to everything.
An AI?
And that's why you don't seem to have any memories outside of cyberspace. It's because perhaps that you never left.
But you're a user too, right? You should be someone outside of here.
sure what that part means. An AI cannot leave cyberspace. Maybe it's...
Maybe it's an AI based on a user,
Oh,
based on a real person, based on MSPA reader.
What?
That'd be crazy.
What?
a mystery for
Wait a
another
minute, they're
day.
clones.
No matter, this is a solid step in the right direction. Thank you, user. I think you were right about asking others for help. I'll look into this and see what more I can find on my own. But I'll be sure to contact you later down the line. And we won't lose sight of the bigger picture.
After you help me research my new story?
Yes, after that. And maybe after some lunch, too. We should go see AO3 anyway.
Oh, finally! I'm bringing Wattpad too! I'm gonna make you take so many quizzes.
Yippee.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, she's back.
Pearls.
Pearl.
Pearls.
Girl.
Ah! Okay. Hello, darling.
You cut out.
Oh, no, the internet.
You cut out at thorough, but we still can't hear you. Still no.
No.
No!
No.
Okay, Pearls is just dead.
Ruh-roh.
Pearls.
Jesus
Can
Christ.
you hear us?
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, you're back. You're back. Hey, welcome back.
Jesus Christ. Hi, sorry, my internet's shitting itself. How
No.
convenient.
Yeah, you weren't even like
Timing.
partly coming through. You were just completely silent.
But now you're good. Now you're coming through pretty good.
Hello, darling. I thoroughly enjoyed watching. I too am looking forward to meeting you beyond the doors. Wink.
Mike.
Mike,
Oh my god.
Mike, the regretful one.
Also,
Mike.
squinting at you guys. I'm squinting at you guys.
Hi.
I'm squinting at
wrong?
you motherfuckers.
Hi.
What? I'm confused. Why?
I'm squinting specifically at AJ and Bagel here.
Oh.
Hi. It's me, Bagel.
I'm confused. Why is squinting?
Just that
User is-
that ending there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
User. Existential
To be continued.
crisis.
Yeah, well, that's
Racist.
just normal.
It's just normal.
Oh, also, we have all the endings now, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
slight difference in the pinboard room now.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait.
I think it's in show more options.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Just to check that you have all of them. Gallery. Check AO3 as well. Okay. Cool. Oh, the pinboard room. Yeah, you'd have to go
You have to
back,
go
I think,
in it.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to this really quickly.
I don't know who I am either. Ah!
Wait. Oh.
Oh, wait, no, I don't see it. Oh, I see it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
hey,
god.
They say something a little bit different.
Wait, okay. Wait, where is it? Alright,
What?
If you keep skipping, it'll stop when you get to the unread part.
that's a good point. Some of these aren't even real things that happened. Look, there's me shooting you. I didn't do that. I almost did, but I didn't. Yet, here you are dying in this picture. Why am I getting images of you in different realities on my pinboard? And now, Instagram's recently given up the hunt too, right after this image of you and her appeared. I like that. I like that. That's good. Oh,
Yeah, AJ was AJ, you were kind of cracked for that one. That's kind of epic.
That's kind of epic.
cooking.
Kind of
It's only Wikipedia. For now,
Yeah.
perhaps.
For now.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
said that
And
this
then-
was originally
and then
going to be the end of it, right?
Sorry, what?
So y'all said that this was originally going to be the end, the final chapter, right? Or
Yeah.
volume. May I guess that in writing Wikipedia's routes, you felt the need to make another one afterwards?
It was basically Wikipedia's route was like 2 or 3 times as long as any other route, so I decided to just like split it basically.
Yeah.
Real.
Ah. So then the next volume will have a lot more of what just happened.
Kind of, yeah. The next volume, actually, we squeezed in 2 more characters that weren't originally planned,
Okay.
and that'll lead into the. Well, yeah, it'll still be about users like existential like thing searching for themselves, and then there's, yeah.
Ah, so that's why Reddit got bumped up to be a official one or main
Yeah.
one.
We
Because
originally
I can
were
see
gonna
that going
do.
on Reddit to look up like anyone else know this feeling?
Yeah.
I think originally it was like we were gonna finish it, like quote unquote the finale would be this volume, but then me and AJ specifically really wanted to do like Reddit and Pinterest. Well, no, can I talk about the old trailer? Is that allowed?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so in the old
is
trailer,
just, like,
we were like, we teased that we might potentially do Reddit and 4chan.
Okay.
But then when we came to the point where we were like, well, if we put the finale here, and also it's super long, and then we just do more routes after that, how will that work? And so then we did a little UE, and we said, split them, and then also moved Reddit in, and then we're like, Pinterest time, because none of us use 4chan.
That's so real.
It would have been incredibly difficult to write.
Yeah.
But also, to be honest, I think when I did the trailer back then like that, Reddit and 4chan were just placeholders to be like any potential sites that could in the future get a route.
Okay.
I wasn't committed to both the 2 of them at that, back then anyway.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah, but now we have a new trailer that does more like solid.
Fuck
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I am very excited for the EXE event
EXE.
next time.
EXE.
Yes.
I want to see what you guys have cooking in there.
So EXE full.
So
EXE.
full.
Yeah. Page World? What is Page World?
I swear, I feel like
Roll with
it's
that.
funny because like every time we like talk or like show Cloutchase or like people discover Cloutchase, they're like, "Where is my website?" or a website that I like, and I'm like, it's always something I've never heard of before.
Yeah, it's either something I've never
where's
heard of
Univale?
before. What? Or it'll be like something that we have heard of before, and it's like, well, we do have that website, but you didn't check.
Yeah,
before
that
you
too.
asked.
True.
Should be inquisitive and take a look-see.
Take a look.
Take a look. Yippee!
Take a look,
It's
y'all.
in a book. I'm
Where's
reading
Netscape
Cloutchase.
Navigator?
Andy.
What?
Andy and AJ are like ripping their shirt. EXE!
EXE! It's happening!
Ah,
It's time!
happening!
He's EXEing me.
Gosh.
Hopefully, yeah. There is definitely well, I mean, I put a content warning before it also, but
Okay. Yeah. So we'll
Body
get
horror
the
and-
content warning.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Purple Place. I love Purple Place. Oh.
Where's the MSPA forums?
I made a
Right.
pester chum before Cloutchase at some point.
Okay. uh,
So true, besties.
Alright, well, today was really fun. I really enjoyed that volume. There's some good fucking lore in there that I am it was very tasty. It was very tasty lore.
Tasty.
It's just delicious.
We also started theories. We started theories,
Wow.
guys.
Start
Theory
theorizing now.
I'm gonna re-go
Fun.
through stream and analyze your guys' reaction to our theories.
I think I kept it pretty under wraps. I was literally just
Mhm.
like, I can't say anything.
I literally didn't say anything.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm
AJ
gonna
literally
take the soundbite of your reaction and put it through a spectrograph and see
Yeah,
See-
there's gonna be like a hidden message in there.
Can't believe you're obscuring the truth from us. Problematic.
I think my whole virus
it's a hidden
thing,
skill that
I'm using-
that Bagel has to encode images in their reaction.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think my virus theory, which I'm using virus as a broad term here for like
Mhm.
anything similar, like worms, Trojan, whatever. I think it still holds some water. Even with the possibility of being like not an AI, but not a user in between. Because if you think about like real life, viruses aren't living things either.
Mm.
They aren't animals. They aren't a living thing.
True.
These are statements.
They're objects.
All right.
Wow, I can't believe you're objectifying them. That's so toxic.
Onigiri, thank you so much. Yeah, I also have been very much enjoying these streams.
Wait,
these
theory.
have been
Another
a
theory.
delight.
What if the EXE event is user realizing that they are a virus, and then it's like, oh fuck, I'm virusing out.
Oh, and then they start virusing all over the
Yeah, they
place.
start virusing
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
over the place.
Virus up.
That's
Alright.
I should also mention, or I guess I don't have to because I also say it before you read it, but EXE was written and released around the same time as Volume 2.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. So, not as many characters in it, I assume?
Actually, I think we included every single side character that we had revealed at that point. And we
Alright.
also revealed new
Damn.
characters during the event.
Oh,
So,
okay.
damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And then we killed them.
and then we killed
Oh,
them.
wait, so when you call it an event, is it like the Discord party, or is it more like the strife?
It was like Strife. It was on our blog, and we had people like send in asks and stuff.
Okay. Hell yeah. I'm excited to read it next time. But as for now, thank you all for joining us for the stream. This was very fun. Yeah. I have been your host, Melanie Archer. You can find me at Melanie Archer VA on Blue Sky and on YouTube and a lot of places, such as here on VOFT, on Project Soundpage, on hi, welcome to my brain started dying. CSAU, Podfeels, VHS, lots of places. Yeah. And Pearls.
1 second here. Hi, you can find me as Salted Pearls pretty much everywhere, mainly on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. I've also got a straw page if you want to check that out. I'm also in a lot of other projects, all of which you can find in my That's Me playlist on my YouTube channel. And if you watch those videos, you'd be supporting both me and the channels who made them. And that's all from me. There's also a Streams I'm in playlist. It's mainly full of VOFT, but you can watch that too.
Drax.
I'm Eldritch Drax. You can find me under that name on Discord and Tumblr and YouTube and
You know, that's all that's really important right now. I'm doing the Crow Strider AU, the animated comic dub. And you know, over the past couple weeks, I've been professing my Leighton and riding my Phoenix.
This is correct. Jess.
Hi, I've been Jess. You can find me at FenderJessVA on Blue Sky. Go listen to Podfields. Episode 7's out. Episode 8 is in the works. It's gonna be so good. Find me here just about every single week, right here on this stream.
Yeah. AJ.
I'm Apple Juicy Juice Art. It's spelled wrong on Tumblr and YouTube. They go play Cloutchase.
Bagel.
I'm Bagel. Anything bagel in some places. Sabagel eye, like Sable Eye, with bagel in it in other places. Play Cloutchase, and also I'm in the VOFT Dubs Discord and also the Cloutchase Discord. You can pester me for the playlist that I made for each of the main characters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then last thing, the 613 stream approaches ever closer. Keep looking out for that. Once again, we will be posting more info. The official schedule for that should be being released soon. And then once I get the first batch of the charms in the mail, the pre-orders for those should go up. So look forward to that as well. There will be many posts of that. But yeah.
I think we should end it on some simping.
What?
God damn,
Go, Drax.
fucking
Go, Drax.
AO3 is so hot. Humming a holy fuck. I want him to grab me with those big old burly arms. Big old burly hairy arms. Just hold me tight against his big belly and his big chest. Holy shit. Can I move that tie aside?
Jace,
Just
cut
like get
his
a
mic.
good look
Down,
at
boy!
his
Down,
man
down,
titties. I
down!
don't think I've had enough of AO3 yet.
Alright.
Holy
Have a good day, guys. Bye,
fuck, man.
toodles.
Oh, you got any shirtless edits of it going around?